From the brand new Frontwave Arena in Oceanside, California, it's time for the Major Arena Soccer League on CBS Sports Golazo Network. It's tonight. The San Diego Sockers open up their new digs against Utica City FC. A very pleasant good evening, everybody. Alongside Tony Sanchez, Craig Elston on hand with you for a night that's been anticipated for many years. Frontwave Arena is here. The new arena, the new home of the San Diego Sockers in North County, San Diego, California. It is sparkling, it is beautiful, and tonight, Tony, for the first time, the Sockers run on this pitch.
A premium arena that hopefully we'll see some premium play from the San Diego Sockers, not just tonight, but the rest of this year. This fan base has certainly deserved it. And let me tell you, the players are ready to go and are ready to put on a show for everybody who's here in attendance tonight.
They're expecting a big crowd tonight as well. We look forward to bringing that to you and all the sights and sounds. Then we get to the game itself. And for the San Diego Sockers, who last year won the West, but came up short in the semifinals against Chihuahua, a tough start to the year. They went up to Tacoma and dropped a 5-4 decision a week ago. So on home turf, they're looking to get back on firmer footing. They've got one of the young, exciting strikers new to the team. Luis Morales is over from Texas to San Diego.
Morales is a exquisite player, a attacking player, a rookie of the year for the 2021-22 season here in the MASL with his 24 goals last season, helped be part of the triumvirate of Texas to have an incredible attacking front. And also, he's opened up his account up in Tacoma, 2 goals and 1 assist.
Meanwhile, Utica City FC got their season started last night up at Toyota Arena in Ontario, beating the Empire Strikers with a big fourth quarter, 9-6. One of their rookies, a Brazilian, Kelvin Oliveira, led the way on offense.
From the land of the samba, Brazil, brasileiro mais. Here, a 29-year-old who is ready to go and light it up. He had a hat-trick in the 9-6 win against Empire Strikers here last Friday, who is going to be looking to make an impact here as well.
We're just about ready for kickoff from Frontwave Arena. We're going to take our last time out. When we come back, Melissa May gets us caught up on some Sockers injuries, and then we bring you first quarter action right here on CBS Sports Golazo Network.
That's exactly what that is.
Unfortunately, now that the Sockers have something back on offense, on defense that's normally super solid because of the veteran goalkeeper Boris Pardo, we are without veteran defensive captain Cesar Cerda and also their top one-on-one defender Mitchell Cardenas. He is also going to be out of the lineup again. So the team is going to be depending on their offensive unit having a really great game.
The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer Saturday night on the CBS Sports Golazo Network. With Tony Sanchez, our sideline reporter Melissa May, I'm Craig Elston from the North Side Media Row here at the brand new Frontwave Arena. Not a bad seat in the house. Still folks filing in
And we expect to have a crowd of between 3,000 and 4,000 here tonight, Tony, for the first ever San Diego Sockers home game in North County, Oceanside, California.
There's definitely a buzz when people are walking in here, fans new and old, ready to see the San Diego Sockers start their campaign here in front of their very eyes. They were away and not with the result that they wanted. However, this is a new day, new turn of the leaf.
For the Sockers, it'll be Gabriel Costa making his season debut in the starting lineup with Tavoy Morgan, Charlie Gonzalez, Felipe Gonzalez, no relation, Andrew Ruggles, Boris Pardo in net. The Sockers in their Oceanside kits, white with a wave blue pattern on the sleeves. They are underway with the ball already in the box. Sockers in white running left to right. Utica City FC from upstate New York. They are in shades of blue, and they will be running right to left. We have Brian Elliott on the floor with Shane Butler and Kia Depina, our three referee crew. And our first MASL home game at Frontwave Arena is underway. Last night, Utica City FC victorious in Ontario over the Empire Strikers by a 9-6 count, while, as Tony mentioned, last Saturday, unkind to the Sockers, a 5-4 loss up at Tacoma behind 27 saves from the pride of another North Countyan, Fallbrook's Chris Toth. There's Nilton De Andrade on the ball for Utica City. And on the advance, the veteran Vinny Dantas saw it go by. Drew Ruggles watched it into the hand of the 40-year-old from Queens, Boris Pardo, the MASL's all-time wins leader in net. First minute, first quarter, just settling in with you live on Golazo. It's Drew Ruggles' diagonal pass finding its target. Little right to left action and a shot off the right post for Gabi Costa. He's changed his number from 70 to 20 this year.
Great little look here for Costa after connecting with Ruggles. Teammates getting that chemistry back in here. It's going to be an interesting year with Costa now having a year underneath the Sockers logo. And look here, as referee says, no handball, no intention there of contact.
Taylor Walter Bond had spent previous seasons here in San Diego, back after a few years out on the East Coast, playing for Florida and then for Utica. He was a member of UCFC just last year. First couple of minutes winding down. Pee Wee Ortega and one of the newest Sockers, Sebastian Mendez, ex of the Texas Outlaws. Mendez draws the foul call. Last season, 23 goals, 38 points for the 23-year-old out of Dallas. He and Luis Morales, the newest San Diego Sockers, and two young players as Pee Wee trips his defender, Kelvin Oliveira, the man who had a hat trick last night. And while they call a common foul, to be honest, that was definitely a cynical play to take down Oliveira.
Absolutely. It was definitely pre-planned, predetermined here, making sure that it was a necessary foul.
Second minute complete. Isaac Somo sends it back, and it's played into the zone by Juan Alava. Taken away by Mendez. He is speedy and shifty and good on the ball as well. Back to Luis Morales. 2021-22 newcomer of the year in the MASL, playing with the Texas Outlaws. He had to deal with injuries himself last season. Childs trying to feed him in. Now the ball's loose, taken away. The shot! Kiko Gontan almost had his first. It was blocked off the line. Second chance, Coughlin comes up with a save, denying Gutierrez. Back to Gutierrez. This one chested into the awaiting arms of Andrew Coughlin.
Some incredible defending there by Utica. Last-ditch effort. That ball was destined to cross the line. That's one that a goalkeeper is going to go ahead and owe him a little pat on the back post-match there. That's as good as a goal.
One of the newcomers to the San Diego Sockers almost got his first time in the account. Kiko Gontan out of La Liga. In fact, over 250 appearances in La Liga. You're talking about a guy with first division class. Ricocheted ball comes back to Coughlin, one of the sturdier goalkeepers in the Eastern Conference.
And we've seen this in every single match here in this exciting iteration of the sport. Goalkeepers are incredibly important. You mentioned Chris Toth and his performance against the Sockers last week. It's going to be another interesting match of offense as you see Boris here get the ball.
It was a play that Boris Pardo could not pick up. Had to play it off of his feet and then his chest as Felipe Gonzalez used him as an outlet. This one, Coughlin, will drag back over to Nelson Santana. There's Nelly, 45 years old. He turns 46 in 2 weeks. Milton de Andrade's shot straight on. Save made by Pardo. Boris up to a very standard test right there. Gontan brought to the ground by Nelly for the foul. So if a situation occurs where Sebastian Mendez takes on Nelly Santana later, it'll literally be a man twice his age defending him. De Andrade.
Experience is definitely something that's not lacking here for a 45-year-old at all.
Ruggles calmly sends Ronaldinho Diniz aside. Ronaldinho we did not have listed in our original lineup, but it's glad to see him in.
It's not to be confused with the more known Ronaldinho Gaúcho.
Not the same guy. De Andrade's shot blocked by Ruggles. Ronaldinho, a good, talented striker for this Utica City club. 10-11, clock running, ball out of play. And giving us a chance to remind you that Miter is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817. Even Nelly Santana wasn't around for that. Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at Miter, MITRE.com. No score as Boris Pardo sends one to Tavoy Morgan. Last year, just a couple points shy of 50 for his season. Returning to that top of league form. Luis Morales, loose ball in front of the penalty wall. He will find it amidst two, including a former soccer kid dynamite, Gordy Gerson. Charlie Gonzalez now in control in front of the Frontwave Credit Union logo on the floor here at Frontwave Arena. Crowd even continuing to grow. This ball loose at the red line. Over to Gutierrez. Christian Gutierrez turns his right-footed shot just wide. Morgan finds the loose ball. He centers it through the crease. Nobody there. Ball was behind Morales. Taken down. Here comes Gerson the other way. Gordy feels a touch, stays on his feet. Trying to feed in his attacker, Jace Berger. Charlie Gonzalez able to maneuver. Well played. Gutierrez on the wing. Forward. Looking for Juan Salazar, second-year player out of Point Loma Nazarene University. And now to Charlie Gonzalez. No score yet. 6 minutes plus done here in our first quarter action live on Golazo. Here's the captain of the Sockers, their all-time leading scorer, Craig Childs. At the age of 40 now, twilight of his career, but he has made it to the arena. That was definitely a goal in his 16th season, all with San Diego.
He's taking it all in. Saw him earlier enjoying some Sockers 2 action as well. He's enjoying every single moment he can in this brand new arena.
Crashing in, Keaton Woods had 2 goals last night. The 23-year-old backheel pass, shot blocked by Ben Raymond. Raymond, who played for Utica City FC multiple years, denying his old team. 7th minute, almost complete. There's Luis Pee-wee Ortega. They announced a 3-year contract extension for Pee-wee right before the start of the season, the 31-year-old out of Chicago. Costa, lovely work. 2v1, it's Mendez. He tried to feed Childs and his pass was blocked. Now skittering off of the corner glass. Coughlin has it and he strong arms a fastball out to Kelvin Oliveira. Now this ball got past the intended target of Berger for a moment. Battle down low and the ball trickles its way into Pardo's awaiting mid. Next dead ball should be our first media timeout of the contest. Hot pass back and Diniz right into the kitchen of Boris Pardo, and then Ruggles with a mistake. That's defensive clearance, and that will be a top-of-the-arc restart after this timeout. So Utica City FC is going to have a great scoring chance at the end of this. We'll come back with that scoring chance and more first quarter action. No score, Sockers and UCFC on Golazo.
San Diego Soccer's fans, it's time to secure your spot in the action all season long. Grab your season tickets and be part of every goal, every save, and every electrifying moment at the arena. And tonight we want to give a special shout out to everyone at the Connect the Dots for their incredible partnership and their support of our community. As part of our new initiative, the Community Friends Corner, presented by Connect the Dots, is excited to welcome Street Soccer USA and the San Diego Rescue Mission to tonight's game. We thank you for all of your support.
Okay, we welcome you back. While we were away, UCFC had a top-of-the-arc free kick that was defended properly, no shot on net by San Diego. Or against San Diego, I should say. Now we've got a handball in the zone. We do apologize for what we understand are some technical difficulties with our audio, and we hope to get that resolved in an expeditious manner as soon as possible. Until then, please enjoy the sounds of the arena while we talk. 6:45 left in the first quarter, no score. And we understand that we now have our mic being fed into the broadcast, and so we want to say hello once again and welcome inside a very busy Frontwave Arena. You haven't missed a goal. And I didn't say too much of interest. Don't worry about it. Craig Elston, Tony Sanchez here with you. There's Nilton de Andrade being dropped by Costa along the penalty box wall. Just some reset here. San Diego Soccer's debuting their Oceanside kits. These are themed Oceanside kits with the sunshine yellow names on the back and the blue wave pattern on the shoulders. White midriff, white shorts, white socks. UCFC in shades of blue. How about that lovely shot by Sebastian Mendez? Turning scissor try. Coughlin defended at point blank. Next try. And keeping the legs together was Coughlin. Back-to-back saves of the 23-year-old from Dallas, Sebastian Mendez.
Fantastic positioning there by the goalkeeper for Utica City. But even then, to have the audacity to try such a skill here, measuring it perfectly, that's the youth that the San Diego Sockers boast now. It's very exciting here. Pair that with some experience. It's going to be an exciting year if they can connect here in this game and later in the season as well.
Boris Pardo working it out of the back. A little back heel pass by Costa, sending in the captain, Craig Childs. Then he uses the short wall to send a ball into the middle, but high enough for Vinny Dantas to head back to his keeper. Talking about two 11-year MASL veterans in Craig Childs and Vinny Dantas. Dantas, 213 goals in his career. Most of those with the Baltimore Blast. For the last couple of years in Tacoma, last year in Texas, 48 points, and now first year in Utica City. Here comes Costa. Gabi goal, sends it off the wall. Wallace score a try. Childs can't get a foot on it. Kiko Gontan got in there to spring the ball back to San Diego. The Spaniard watching as Pee-wee draws a foul from Somo along the wall. And this should be a decent free kick opportunity for the San Diego Sockers. 4:58 first quarter remaining. 10 minutes done out of 60. Charlie Gonzalez wall pass. Coughlin, he read it. Was he carrying the ball across the line? It looked like he might have carried that ball across the line. He let it go, but boy, that's a matter of interpretation whether or not he did it on time. Officials whistled nothing. Type of thing that theoretically could be challenged. Drew Ruggles. Sockers just want to keep the ball rolling and see if the ball won't lie. Juan Carlos Charlie Gonzalez.
Coughlin recognizing that he was very close there, but so far a good performance here in the first half. And both teams really testing each other's waters. They've seen a lot of offense here. Mistake.
Gordy Gerson picking up a loose ball. Gerson draws a crowd, and his attempt to shovel it netward was easily defended by the combo of Morales and Pee-wee. However, a whistle in the corner from Shane Butler looks like it'll award a free kick to UCFC down low. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Check out MASLsoccer.com. Back to Kelvin Oliveira, his shot blocked by the wall. Taylor Bond racing out. Counterattack on. Bond with Pee Wee 2v3. Bond lined up a shot. Santana blocked it. Pee Wee comes up with it along the near wall. Boy, intimate setting here, including low walls all around the middle and no netting behind either net. So the fans got to keep their heads on the swivel. Ruggles shovels one looking for Charlie, tips it off the wall, and then Santana tapped it toward his goal line, and Coughlin makes a save off his own defender. But it was a smart play by Nelly to freeze the ball where Coughlin could jump on it.
Keeping the head on swivel there, Coughlin making sure that he is respectful of the walls, because those can be the best friend of a goalkeeper or the worst enemy. Doing very well there.
Utica City played last night. Bond crashing in, wins it from Santana. He's got it. Plays to the middle to Gontan. Keiko Gontan with three guys around him. Able to get it back to Felipe Gonzalez, and no shot came out of that rush on net for San Diego. Ruggles with some fancy hip work. Uses the outside of his left foot to drift it back to Pardo as the 12th minute of the first quarter walks off into the Oceanside evening. Gontan gets held, and it's just hugging the rookie Barbaro Chelier. Gave him a nice little fanny pack grip around the two hips. And we'll just call that a standard foul. Okay. Shots 3-2 in favor of Utica. Again, if you missed our words early, Utica won last night in Ontario against Empire 9-6. Sockers are 0-1 on the year. They lost last week in Tacoma 5-4. This is their home debut. Kiko with the steal. Gontan shoots, saved by the derriere of Coughlin.
So far, some great stuff from Gontan here, really keeping that Spaniard type of vision where he's taking a look behind him, making sure there's space for him to work, and also having a high work rate. Very impressive here in the first quarter of action at home.
I think he's going to be a real find for this team. So sure on the ball. Speaking of which, Dantas, and then taken down in the middle was De Andrade. No harm, no foul. More harm. There it is. We called it. It took 12 minutes and 50 seconds for them to break the banner on the east side. And that is now 2 for 2 indoor soccer games and first quarter breakage of the banner screen. Well, well.
Well, we've seen it be replaced once. Maybe it's a little tougher than we give it merit, but it's an exciting place to sit, right?
Yeah. I would not sit there. Seems a little dangerous. I don't know. Mendez sends it up the middle. Offensive midfield, a grappling battle. Gio Alves came away with it. He's trying to get the return pass. Gutierrez defused the play. Under 2 minutes to go in a scoreless first quarter so far. Nelly sent it up in the air. Christian Gutierrez, little hip fake. He's coming up the southern wall. Took it away from Dantas. He's got a 3v1 if he can keep it going. Gutierrez, bouncing ball, can't control it. Finds Morales, he scores! Finally got that ball under control. There were two open Sockers the whole time. One of them, Luis Morales. He's got his third goal of the year and the first ever at Frontwave Arena. And it's the Sockers on the good foot, up 1-0.
Que golazo. What an effort here by Christian Gutierrez along the wall. That is all him. He did the hard work. He kept the play alive, making sure that he kept in front of it with the ball, keeping his eyes open to give himself some space. Looking for a teammate. Found Morales. 1-0, San Diego Sockers.
13:27 time of goal. Trivia question answer is Luis Morales, who scored the first goal in soccer's Frontwave Arena history. Who got the assist? Christian Gutierrez. He needed for that Mexican jumping bean to settle down. The ball was hopping. He finally was able to get it over and control it to Morales in time. Immediately out of play, and San Diego gets it back with 97 seconds left in the first quarter. Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help out athletes battling aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. Welcome Green Drop, new sponsor of the Major Arena Soccer League. Only game in the league tonight. All eyes on us. Sockers and UCFC. 1-0 San Diego. Charlie Gonzalez trying to feed in the captain. Taken away easily. Childs watching as Keaton Woods handles. Good to see Keaton out there in the very last minute in Ontario. He took a really rough foul from Brian Orozco. Thought it was a possible red. They gave him a blue and yellow for that play, but Woods was laid out. Tie game. That's how quick it comes in indoor. A quick little 2v1 developed underneath, and it was put home by Kelvin Oliveira. He's got his 4th goal of the weekend, and a 1-1 tie just like that. Roberts the assist.
Much like Gutierrez in the goal here for the San Diego Sockers, Roberts does incredibly well. Just a slight little flick, a perfectly weighted pass in order for Oliveira to come in and place that past Boris Pardo. An excellent play for Utica and an immediate response here. We're all even, 1-1. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter.
Oliveira had a 4-point night last night. Can we get more? Just wide by Ronaldinho. As off of the face-off, in crashing came Utica. 33 seconds left in the quarter. Well, we had no scoring for 13:27, and then we had 2 goals in 32 seconds. Gontan knocked it down, but men in blue standing in the way. Belliard, 20 seconds in the frame. Spun loose by Salazar. It's Morgan in the middle. Tavoy feeds it to an empty space. Ruggles occupies the space, charging in. Carves it back behind Morgan's hip, 5 seconds. Sockers need to send it goalward if they want to get a chance. Gontan, 2 seconds, needs to shoot. He does, blocked, and that's how the quarter comes to an end on the block by Gio Alves. Shots 5-3 in favor of San Diego. The scoreline is even at 1 apiece. 15 minutes complete. We are coming back with second quarter action. Live from North County, San Diego, California. It's the Sockers and Utica City FC on Galazzo. Frontwave Credit Union is here to help you forge your future. From buying your dream home to growing your business or planning for what's next, With Frontwave, you're not just banking, you're moving forward. Dream big, we got you. Welcome back inside Frontwave Arena. Greg Elston, Tony Sanchez, our Emota broadcast team here with you. Our first voyage into Oceanside for MASL action. Sockers scored late in the first quarter. Luis Morales from Christian Gutierrez, and then conceded even later. Kelvin Oliveira from Logan Roberts at 14:09 after the goal at 13:27, but a fresh 15 to play now as the two teams reverse sides. Utica City in blue now going left to right across your screens. San Diego in white and blue, they are going right to left. 1-1 tie, Sockers and Utica City. Here's Vinny Dantas playing the ball back to number 31, Alava. Probing attempt by Nilton De Andrade. De Andrade outstanding last season with 26 goals, 41 points. Here comes Felipe Gonzalez. Space on right wing. His shot was deflected by Berger. It comes all the way off to the left corner glass, and now Dantas runs the other way for UCFC. Dantas thought running maybe halfway was probably far enough. Cut the ball back and headed gratefully to the bench.
Good burst of energy there by Dantas. Here comes a shot.
And that one wide from Keaton Woods. Pardo able to strong arm it diagonally to his left. Over to Charlie. That one deflects into the penalty box. And down goes a boom mic inside the box.
Expensive free kicks so far.
Seriously. Did someone jump up there and fix that? I think they fixed the panel. It's like, I think panels pop out and then you can push them back in like Legos.
Okay, that's almost, deliberate.
Well, I mean, Bonnie on them for fixing it during the break. Back to Ben Raymond. Tried to feed it over on the right corner to Morales. This one is out for a defensive clearance, and it'll be a top-of-the-arc free kick for San Diego.
And so far, both players featured in the intro here as advertised. Oliveira and Morales getting on the score sheet.
It's like we knew what we were doing, which we didn't, so lucky break every once in a while. It's pretty cool. Let's see if they can avoid breaking the banner here and put it on frame. Tavoy, right wing, Morales, shot deflected over the head of Childs, hustling to find it and get it back to left point. Charlie has the ball taken off of his leg, and now look out. Here comes Kelvin Oliveira. Oliveira 1v1! He shot it too early. Now a second bite. It's Elvis, blocked away by Pardo. Alava, I should say, gets it back. Juan Alava. Over to Nilton. De Andrade trying to turn inside. Bumped off by Luis Morales. Well done. Morales waits for the ball. He's got Childs on right wing. Morales down the middle. Morgan on left wing. Three forwards on attack. Nelly Santana just steps in and tiptoes the ball away. Nice as you please. Nelly pulled down from behind by Morales. And a common foul, and Santana saying, hey, they called that a blue back when I was 25 years old. Challenge flag tossed by the head coach of UCFC, Everton Morera. He believes he can get a 2-minute penalty call out of that play. I've got to be honest with you, Tony. I think he's right.
Yeah, definitely. You see Morales coming back from a play where he could have had two options, two outlets to go ahead and offset the ball there. Instead of trying to go in through the defender, losing the ball, coming back and committing a foul. And I have to agree with you there. Against the wall, very close. And as you see, referees right now going to go back into video assistant referee mode.
I just watched the replay because we've got it on delay here on my laptop. And, a full hand of jersey is the issue, is that Morgan gets a full hand of Santana's jersey as Nelson falls. So the question is only, is there the denial of a real scoring opportunity? And Shane Butler is going to be the one to make that call. Now, there has been a change in several MASL rules between 2023-24 and 2024-25, Tony, and one of them involves video review. Previously, each coach had one review, use it, that's it. Now, a correct review, you get your flag back. So in this situation, if Morera gets the call overturned, he would get his VR flag returned and he'd be able to use it one more time over the course of the match. Here comes the call from Shane Butler.
Utica retains their challenge.
And sorry, with my headset on, I couldn't hear what Shane had to say there. He sustained, so the call stood. But he handed Morera his flag back.
Correct. Per those new rules we just discussed, he should not be able to challenge a second time. Only
Phil's asking for the explanation, head coach Phil Salvaggio.
And it is a good mechanic to reward coaches for having
Challenge
been
remaining.
correct where a referee may not have been correct initially.
Earlier I said Tavoy, I meant Morales in terms of who had the hand on the jersey. Well, clearly there was no power play. So the challenge was unsuccessful, and Morera loses his challenge. And the proof is in the pudding because there's 5 Sockers out on the floor. So common foul on Morales. Worth the bite of the apple, just 17 minutes into the game to potentially lose your challenge. Tough one, but it was right in front of him. You can almost not blame him for taking the try there. Everton, a man who committed and was on the receiving end of many fouls during his decorated career as an indoor soccer defender.
As things start to get a little bit more physical here in response to that play, obviously, Utica not taking too kindly to that decision. But it's been a physical matchup. There's some big bodies out there, and in the soccer as a great just
Costa mugging Isaac Somo right there.
just a great press there, high press. The first attacker is also the first defender on the other side.
Coughlin sends it forward, trying to chase in the rookie Barbaro Chelier. He scored the first goal for UCFC's season on a tight angle score last night, beating Clayson de Lima. Fun broadcast last night. Shout out to Philly and JR and the Panda, as always. Mr. Zapata and the rest of the team in the Inland Empire. Here comes space for Sebastian Mendez. An extra touch forward, and then he leaned back into Chelier. Well not called, I would say. Morgan gets the steal. Kick save by Coughlin on the goal wall. And back the other way, and now as a challenge flag was thrown, Morgan drops his attacker Chelier.
We'll see what the order of operations is here.
Feels they did not pull a card on the tackle, which was a rough tackle.
Morgan arguing there was all ball there, connecting with the ball first. There was contact.
Challenging for a potential blue card.
Okay, and the Sockers are challenging for a potential blue card. I do love how Shane Butler, our head referee, has a mic that it opens to the crowd. All we need to do is now get it to open to the broadcast as well, and we'd really be cooking. But what I'm going to do is make sure next time he opens his mic, I'm going to take off my headset, and then we're going to hear what he has to say. This is very exciting. Well, while we wait, we remind you to catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network right here. You can join Alex Bastiavansky and Phil Levanko as they are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's matches and discuss the league's hot topics. So check out MASL Monday, a must-view for fans of indoor soccer. This is the beginning of a 4-match homestand, Tony, for the Sockers, including next Friday. We'll be right back here on Golazo for the Sockers and the Tacoma Stars. San Diego gets a quick opportunity at revenge against the team.
The result of the
25% of their games this year, 6 matches
foul only for
against the
San Diego.
Stars.
San Diego retains their challenge.
So no blue card. Both teams unsuccessful. Both teams lose their challenge. And we don't need to worry about challenges the rest of the match.
Yeah.
Until potentially an overtime.
It's almost like we manifested speaking about the challenge and explaining it. There are other rules that we can explain that might manifest themselves as well.
Well, there was no way that was. Now I got to see the replay on the delayed feed over here. There was no way that was a blue card. So good call by the officiating crew. Very well done, calling a common foul instead. It does lead to a free kick for San Diego. And by the way, just to elucidate that VAR or VR rule, all reviews in overtime come from the booth, come from the officials, and in the final 5 minutes with both teams out, well, they just threw the flag again. I thought they were out of flags. What? Sorry, color this announcer confused.
Diego's challenging for
I thought the
potential
challenge was
handball, blue
unsuccessful.
card.
Maybe because they found a foul?
Then it requires it to be a card.
Because there was not a foul originally.
Correct.
Even though it was not a card, it was a foul. So maybe that's why he got to keep his challenge. Maybe in both cases, that's why they got to keep their challenge.
Okay.
I'm going to go with that. Okay, they're looking for a handball now and a blue card on this particular review. Again, we do apologize to the audience. Our monitor has been out the entire game, so we can't tell you what we see on the replay. Yeah, we can't hear or see. So other than that, though, we're in good shape.
And look, going back to that initial first challenge, that potentially also distracted the referees of a potential blue card for Morgan.
Yeah,
a couple instances
I agree
there.
with you. I agree. This isn't good for the sport to have 3 stoppages in a 2-minute span. So we now get to watch on the tape delay on my laptop, and I mean, Morgan gets tackled he just gets bumped from behind. That's a common foul. They said they were looking for a handball.
Yeah.
We're not looking for a handball. Here comes the call from Shane Butler.
There is no blue card on the challenger will play. Call is a foul here. San Diego is out of challenges.
Okay, so no blue card. Call is a foul, and the Sockers are now officially out of challenges. Thank goodness.
Sure, needed to make sure that that chamber was empty.
Yeah, I mean, Phil firing I think it's a foul. I think it's a foul. Just firing that flag out there. What happened to game theory optimal flag use? I think we're going to need to have a session of review with the all-time MASL winningest coach, Phil Salvaggio. Or maybe he should just do his thing and we'll do ours. That's probably a better plan. Ball back in play. Let's hit reset on this game. I feel like the game just took like a 10-minute break for watching referees look into monitors. There are 12 minutes remaining in live play in the second quarter, and the score is 1-1, San Diego and Utica. But it's great to be here in the crowd. Now, boy, this north side is almost every seat filled. And now the south side is filled in nicely. And I'd say we definitely have over 4,000 in the house. Even some upper deck folks here for the first ever Sockers game in North County. Keaton Woods, that one off of the arm of Dantas. And an easy call to reset to San Diego. Here's Charlie. Former Ontario Fury. Well, he's found a home with this club. So has Gabi Costa. Costa with that clever footwork. These two water bugs on the pond. Charlie, the master of stepping on the ball. Turns and shoots and puts it high off the Kaiser Permanente logo. Just missed the angle by maybe a millimeter for Gonzalez. 10 years in the league, 4th season here in San Diego.
And that's Charlie Golazo's specialty right there. La especialidad de la casa. And that left foot of his being able to pinpoint accurately where he wants. And watch out there. Almost giving up the ball in an inappropriate spot.
Play on. This shot blast by Oliveira just wide. Strength and pace on that shot. Impressive. Belliard, Emmanuel Belliard battling in. Whistle, foul. Ball back to San Diego. Clock stopped, 10:37 left to play.
And again, starting this second quarter, much like the first one did, where both teams are measuring each other, not trying to be the one to commit the error that'll lead to a goal here. I expect the latter half of this quarter to be a little bit more exciting with more fireworks.
Childs brought down the pass. Gontan across off the wall to Ben Raymond. Now Morales with room to shoot. Great save, Coughlin. And down goes the banner board again. Same spot. And the panel goes pop. They fixed it once, but that's now, third time that banner's been broken. It was fixed last time. Let's see if they can fix it again. Meanwhile, corner's kick coming up for the Sockers, trying to unlock this one time. Morales just hates that banner.
The crowd is loving it, though. This is
It's like one of our favorite things.
Notice that when Utica was the one to knock it down, there were boos, but Sockers.
Here's Ruggles, and he shoveled it just wide. Looked like he had a great angle to shoot there. Didn't put it on frame. Probably disappointed with his angle.
Another great left foot that the Sockers have, Drew Ruggles.
Charlie, Morgan, and it's back to Pee Wee. Morgan held it off. Pee Wee's on the run into the corner. He shoots, kicked away by Coughlin again. Andrew Coughlin's having a great match. Stolen by Pee Wee. One defender to the other, crossing to Drew. Ruggles slithers in and sees that one deflected over the low wall. Back to San Diego. 9:46 remaining in the second quarter.
Settling in here, the Sockers are finding their fluidity in attack.
Morales with a burst. Here he comes. Coughlin came out of his crease. Now Charlie kicks it along back toward a pin down attempt for Luis. Oliveira, big and strong on his feet as well. What a find by Everton Moreira. He's got the ball. Here he comes. Oliveira charging in around two men, and he couldn't control it as the ball dribbled into Pardo's area for him to pick back up.
Such a joy to watch Oliveira here play. Wow.
Oh, Nelly! Don't hurt yourself, old man. Well done. Pardo one-hands it, ball spills. Juancho comes up with it. Juan Salazar. Here he comes, down the middle of the floor. Salazar lining up his left. Oh, he almost broke the banner again. He just missed. $20 each time. That's the fine you have to pay, not what you get as a reward. Just a little bit higher, they could knock a couple Christmas wreaths off of the overhang from the peristyle end near the Medela Cantina. 8:53 left in the second quarter. What a beautiful venue, Frontwave Arena. The steal, 3v2 San Diego. Felipe feeding in Taylor Bond. Bond stepping in and never got really control of it as he tried to use his long legs to brace off the ball and instead rolled through to Coughlin.
That high press continuing on, and that's a slippery ball. It's a dynamic play here because this Mitre ball is not soft as a futsal ball. It's not heavy at all, and look out.
Bond back to Salazar. Juan with that left foot over to Mendez. Sebastian slinks one in, two baby bouncies into the arms of Andrew Coughlin. Coughlin racking up the saves here tonight. 40 Gerson. Taken away, and then Belliard just jumps over the leg of Felipe for the foul. The Sockers are presented by Kaiser Permanente. For all that is San Diego, for all that is you. 8:01 second quarter. Clock back in running. 1-1 tie. Both goals late in the first quarter. The first ever MASL regular season match at Frontwave Arena.
So far, this crowd's definitely enjoying a smart crowd as well. Some oohs and ahs when either team has some acrobatics or five-star plays.
But Kelvin Oliveira listed at 6 foot, 175, but he just has strength. His quads, the size of tree trunks. Slender trees, 85 years old, but still tree trunks nonetheless. Not massive sequoias.
Las Palmeiras is what they have down in Brazil.
Well, maybe like a couple of palmettos. Here's Ben Raymond. Brother Jonathan watching eagerly. Kiko Gontan, the La Liga star, shoots. That one curves wide off a deflection.
Once again, really liking what Gontan has to offer here. Transition from the outdoor game to indoors, never easy. And ask some of the greatest outdoor soccer players, how that transition's gone for them. But so far, like a fish in water here.
He really looks good. Out of Brunete, Spain. Hasn't spent all his time in La Liga. He came over to USL Championship with Sacramento Republic. Was a part of their run in the US Open Cup, a big part of it. That one out of play, and that's a bad mistake. Unfortunate one by Ben Raymond over the head of Charlie Gonzalez, and that is a defensive clearance. We take a timeout, and we're back with a UCFC scoring chance when we return. 1-1, the Sockers and City on Golazo.
All right, Sockers fans, we need to get on your feet and show us your moves because it's time for the Sockers dance cam. Get on your feet, make some moves. Let's go, soccer fans, do your thing. Make your move, do your dance. Come on, do your dance on dance cam. And make some noise. Oh yeah, girls, yes. I don't know what, the wiggle, we're gonna call that the wiggle. Nice job, Sockers fans, you guys rock. Can I get a let's go, Sockers? Yeah.
Utica City FC gets to crouch on a top-of-the-arc free kick, trying to break a 1-1 tie here. 6:48 to play in the first half at beautiful, brand-new Frontwave Arena. Sockers had to get a fifth defender on late. Whistle sounds. DeAndrade, Dantas, down low, goal! Beautifully done, Gordy Gerson. Kid Dynamite lights the fuse on the back heel feed from Dantas. And a careless error by San Diego defensively has turned into a goal, and it's turned into a lead for UCFC, 2-1.
And that's exactly how Utica draws it up in training. Not a mistake in that passing lineup there, even with the back heel, knowing exactly where the ball is going to go ahead and go, tapping it in past Boris Pardo. What an excellent, excellent set-piece team goal.
Dantas' first point for the City. The goal at 8:15 of the second quarter. And just like that, the visitors from upstate New York have the advantage for the first time. Tavoy Morgan trying to wrestle a ball loose. These early season games, Tony, you always kind of wonder about, the teamwork, the chemistry. Is it there yet, or is it still really a matter of discovery? Even for the players who have known each other and played together for so long, there's still those elements. And right there, Raymond, just the type of thing that maybe 2 months from now he recognizes. Charlie's out there. I can't send a high pass across. Kid's 5'4". Tough break. I'm 6'2". It's just a tough angle. But right now, you just kind of do it, and then you go, oh, oops. And then you kind of feel that in terms of the flow for both teams. But tell you what, Utica's got to find in this Kelvin Oliveira. Looks like already potential star in this league. Craig Childs let the ball do the work for a moment. Charlie tried to return it to him. Deflected out of there. Well played by City. That was Ronaldinho stepping in. Now Charlie finding the ball from Childs. Headed in the corner. Put back to the middle. And headed well by Gio Alves into the hands of Coughlin.
And speaking to that chemistry, right, a lot of the philosophy of the San Diego Sockers is reliant on that chemistry, almost an unspoken movement that they have to do as Utica is looking for another goal here.
Oliveira taken away by Felipe. Trying to spring the break. He's got his venerable captain in the middle, and just like that, there is no counterattack. Here comes Drew, though. Drew Ruggles, shoulders off his man. Yeah, that's a foul. And he's got 2 more panels broke. That's now a total of 4.
Let's go.
Knocked loose on the end banner.
This might be a fun new tradition here at Frontwave Arena. Might want to consider not putting nets there.
A yellow card has been shown to Drew Ruggles. Drew Ruggles just got a yellow card for saying something to Shane Butler. And that means 5 minutes sitting in sin for Ruggles. No change in terms of man advantage. It'll still be 5-on-5. But given that it's 5 minutes and a dead ball and there's 5:18 left in the half, pretty much Drew's done for this half. He's trying to figure out if they can open the penalty box door for him. Has anyone tested that door to see if it opens?
What?
Finding something out. Maybe they don't get the yellow card penalty.
They never opened the door.
Figured it out.
Misconduct
there
for
was
play,
discussion
both
there
for
as
5
far
minutes
as
for
that yellow
dissent.
card
10 minutes will be served.
being part of
so
also shooting the ball after the whistle.
okay, so they're calling a misconduct on Drew. We're hearing downstairs the possibility that Drew may have actually seen a pair of yellow cards for first a misconduct and then a dissent. But we will wait and try and figure that out as time goes on. There's 5:06 left in this first half. Coming up at halftime, a conversation I recorded prior to the match with the Executive Vice President of Sports Operations here at Frontwave Arena, former Sockers General Manager Sean Bowers, former Sockers player Sean Bowers, former Kansas City Wiz MLS player Sean Bowers. All right, so we are hearing confirmation downstairs for 2 yellow cards for Drew Ruggles. So just really not what you want to see from a veteran player. 4:35 left in the half. Still 2-1 Utica City. We'll also have MASL in 5 for you at the half, and then we'll be back with the third quarter. Bond goes down, no whistle. Gontan reached in and got the steal. Well played. Kiko's wide open if they could get him the ball. Luis Morales pushed into the boards. Foul called. A very cynical play right there by Belliard to deny a 2v1.
And the Sockers have to start lifting up their heads on a counterattack. There's been a couple of instances where not just Gontan, but a couple of Sockers attackers are wide open and making that perfect run, only to not be seen. Fortunate to maintain possession here, now with the foul. Gontan on the ball.
Feeds to left point, Morgan. Refeed into the middle, bouncing ball. Coughlin's there. Right at the edge of his crease to grab it. Final 4 minutes of the quarter. And Pee Wee lifts one out of play back to Utica City momentarily. Both teams scrambling. It will be the Sockers ball, actually. And Mendez draws a foul from Santana. Now straight away, San Diego should get a free kick.
Starting quickly on the restart after that foul against the boards. Santana trying to stop the momentum, holding on to it a little bit longer than he should have.
Mendez sends it in. Coughlin's able to read the angle, grab it easily, and now out to Isaac Somo. And here comes Utica City FC on the move. Somo falls. Ronaldinho into the corner, squirts one into the middle, looking for Oliveira, still loose, and then one-handing it to the ground is the veteran Boris Pardo. Quick foul down there in the corner. Butler was right there to read the action between Denise and Ortega.
Utica showing a high press here immediately, pushing on the Sockers, not giving them space to come out of their own defensive third.
Here's Gabi Costa. Pardo directs one in, but Childs could see it had the hop to get over the wall. Kelvin Oliveira back onto the floor for UCFC. He's screening for Berger. Berger runs around a defender, played the ball into the corner. Childs then saw it taken away by the hustling Keaton Woods. We've got a blue card on a foul on Alava, boarding right along the wall, and the Sockers are about to go on their first power play of the night as Pee Wee Ortega, once again, as he's done so many times in his career, draws the blue for San Diego.
Utica boarding. Also delay of game warning.
On the receiving end of a Alava clothesline. It's going to be 2 minutes, and we'll see if the Sockers can build something here at home on the power play.
So on the boarding call, now
Challenging for
indeed,
no blue
because Moreno
card.
found a foul, even though it wasn't a blue card, he is now going to challenge to say that it wasn't a blue card. And isn't it funny that when you can do something, you just do it? You know what I mean? Like, well, I can challenge this. As opposed to thinking like, well, maybe could there potentially in a one-goal game be a more important call 3 or 4, 2 or 3 quarters later?
And it seems like there's a testing of the rule right now, testing the waters to see for exactly that. Whenever there's more high-pressure situation that requires a challenge or two, you may want to say, hey, maybe we're not getting a blue card after this, but it's a foul. I get it back. So in essence, it's a free challenge.
That play was
The blue card
a low
stands.
roll on our side.
Attention Sockers
Blue card
fans, our
stands.
friends at Junkyard
No more
Sports Bar and
challenges
Grill
for
have a
either
special
team.
offer
And San
just
Diego
for you.
is about to go
If the
on a
Sockers
power play, which will begin with 3:01 left on the clock, and will count down either to 1:01 remaining or to a Sockers goal, which could lock up a game that's currently 2-1 Utica City. Now, San Diego on the season has had 1 power play. It was up in Tacoma. They didn't score, and they gave up a shorthanded goal. So they're the worst 0 for 1 you could be right now. They're 0 for 1 and gave up a goal. Utica City is going on the PK for the first time this year. And here we go. 5v4, 1-man advantage for San Diego for the next 2 minutes, trying to tie this one up. Here is Gabi Costa. He's up top with Charlie Gonzalez. Luis Morales is on the eastern wall. Craig Childs is on the far post. Tavoy Morgan manning the near post. Childs turns and shoots. Kick save by a staggered Coughlin. Tavoy tried to touch the ball loose. Charlie rescues it at the Kaiser Permanente logo. Minute 30 remaining in the man advantage. Right wing, it's Morales. Morales out high. Charlie Gonzalez, the tip of the umbrella. Costa on left edge. Costa plays down. Left corner, it's Morgan. Morgan closely guarded by Santana. Back to Charlie. 1:15 on the power play. It's Gabi Costa. Costa finds Morales. Morales back to Costa, right to the red line. Holding on the right wing. Trying to tiptoe his way in. D'Andrade challenges. Charlie has it down low. Midway. Past Childs. Bouncing ball. Costa flicks it down. Morales flicks it back. Costa shoots it wide off the boards. Morales shoots it in the net. And the Sockers tie the match as Luis Morales has a brace. 2 times in 2 games for San Diego. 2-2 your score.
Luisito Morales on the receiving end of that play. Once again, the Sockers doing their best to get that ball around the horn, being patient, utilizing the space, finding the exact window for them to strike. Gabi Costa tried to go ahead and do it with a tijerita, unable to do so, but found Morales there to tap it in. 2-2, we have a tie game.
Costa should get that assist. And technically he's a Wallace scorer as well.
Correct.
So our first Wallace scorer of the year here in Oceanside has its first ever Wallace scorer. And that's something special too.
Hey, Sockers improving their penalty time.
Yeah. Yeah,
100%.
they went from the worst result to the best result, so that's good. Yeah, that's very good. I mean, you're early in the year. You collect a good one, a bad one. Now you're 1 for 2. Final minute 22 of the second quarter. We'll hope to have Melissa May catching up with Phil Salvaggio, but we'll wait to see. This ball came loose in a funny way. The battle between Alava and Morgan, and then the ball just kind of trickled to Coughlin. Felipe charging in on a high press. Kelvin Oliveira cleverly chested the ball to the middle. Now cleverly plays in Woods. Pardo comes out. He's in hot water. Woods knocked it down for a moment. It was blocked once again by Utica, but it's out to Morgan. And he's pushing in Costa. Coughlin has to come out. Andrew Coughlin then came all the way out and headed it over the top of Sean Bowers. And then he and Morgan get into it as he tries to get back into his net.
Really brave by Coughlin there. Not only initially coming up bravely against Costa, but heading it out. A smart play. Soccer's trying to take that quickly. Here comes Charlie Golazo.
Looking for Giles. Santana read the pass. Bursting. Oliveira. Oliveira crosses. Tries to chase down his own loose ball. He is a force of nature out there. Clearly the most fit player on the floor. I don't think it's even a close second for anyone out there. This one is fired back. Childs heads it forward. He draws a foul. Oliveira is just effortlessly executing all his movements. Outstanding work.
Incredible body control that we see from him too. Off the ball movement, intelligence, burst of speed. I mean, it looks like the total package here. Wearing the 9 for a reason.
13 seconds. The Sockers 9 lost it. Utica's 9 has it. Oliveira.
Takes 3 players to try to get that ball away from Oliveira.
And Gontan got the job done as the horn sounds to end the second quarter of play. We've got a fun one for you from Oceanside, California, as the Sockers and Utica City are tied up 2-2. Each team netting once in each of our first 2 quarters, Tony.
And that's exactly who we thought too as well. Morales, who is ready to go, and off the rip, another brace here. The Sockers finding their form late in both quarters and keeping up. Utica, again, an impressive team that they've lined up here. It's going to set up for an exciting second half of action.
Shots on the scoreboard are 10 for San Diego to 5 for Utica, which would mean second quarter shots would be 5-2 in favor of San Diego. The goals, Luis Morales, his 3rd and 4th of the season. Morales got things started at 13:27 of the quarter from Christian Gutierrez. Kelvin Oliveira, his 4th of the season at 14:09 from Logan Roberts. Second quarter, Gordy Gerson from Vinny Dantas at 8:15. Morales answered on the power play. And now, down to the floor, Melissa May standing by with Phil Salvaggio.
Coach Salvaggio, you said 8 years ago Frontwave Arena was just a dream for you. It's officially built. It's full of awesome fans. Your beautiful family is here with you. What's going through your mind?
Right now, I'm just worried about winning and trying to do a good job here. You know, we're not playing our best ball right now. We got to pick it up in the second half, and we got to give this crowd something to see. We need to win this game.
Yes, we do. Offensively, you've added a lot of young, talented players to the team, including Luis Morales, who scored the first 2 goals ever for the Sockers. What did you do?
Yeah, he's a great player, but we have a lot more talent than just him. We just got to get it together. We got to wake up a little bit here.
Obviously, there's a learning curve when you add a lot of new players offensively and defensively. Are you happy with the way the team is stepping up on defense, missing the likes of defensive captain Cesar Cerda and Mitchell Cardenas?
Yeah, we're still making a little mistakes. They got a couple of great opportunities. You know, Boris did a kind of couple of good saves, and, you know, getting a yellow card, it really hurts us right now.
And anything you want to say to these fans right now?
Keep faith. We're going to pull this one off today.
Thanks, Phil. Back to you.
All right, Melissa, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We're back with an interview with Sean Bowers right after this. It's halftime, 2-2 in Oceanside. Going off mic. Can't hear me anyway, but I just want to let you know. Going off mic.
Welcome back, everybody. It is halftime at Frontwave Arena, the brand new Frontwave Arena, the first ever San Diego Soccer's regular season match taking on Utica City FC. Craig Elston down on the floor. I'm joined by the Executive Vice President of Sports Management for Frontwave Arena and my old boss, General Manager of the Sockers, Sean Bowers. Sean, we've been thinking about this day for years. What does it feel like to finally be here?
Oh, it's so exciting, to be honest with you. And, just having everybody on board. We had some people that have been with us for 6 or 7 years in the front office, and the players are excited. It's just really a dream come true.
Already we've seen how this arena is changing things for the Major Arena Soccer League. The Ron Newman Cup playoffs are going to be here, the quarters and semifinals. The MASL Combine was here, and to have an arena that is truly built for the sport, how important is it for the sport?
Well, it's really important, to be honest with you. I think, I kind of go back a couple years in the MLS. When the MLS started, we were playing in Arrowhead and the Rose Bowl, and now they're playing in soccer-specific stadiums. And it's the same thing with the MASL, right? We want to have stadiums like this and really fill and all the owners on the forefront of this, what's happening with this. And so, that's why we have the Combine. That's why we're hosting the playoffs. So, we're hoping that not only everything's going to be awesome here, but at the same time, other teams are going to see this and obviously want to do the same thing.
What has the process been like to just get folks aware of Frontwave Arena, aware of your location? Obviously, you guys were playing on the Midway last year. Now you're in North County. For the folks outside of town, it's a bit of a poke from where we were there to where you are now. What has that process been like?
It's been a little difficult, to be honest with you. All of the people that have been with us for the Soccers know we're coming here. They don't really know where we're going to be in terms of where the stadium is. But, it's just getting our name out there, getting in the community, getting in Oceanside. The Soccers down at Pechanga didn't really pull a lot of fans from the north, right? So it's a brand new base. Even getting into Orange County, getting into Temecula, Marietta, all these new fan bases. So getting out there, we've done a great job on the marketing side. We've done a great job from the sales side of doing it, but there's things that we can do more and more.
Now, when you talk about the San Diego Sockers themselves, obviously getting this arena built is incredible. What are your expectations for the Sockers this season?
Championships, man. We're always championships, right? It's championships or go home. We have a great team this year. Guys that have come back, Childs, Pardo. New players that have come into the mix. The 2 guys from Texas, the Outlaws that have come in, Morales and Mendez. So, we really have a good chemistry. It's always been good for the Sockers chemistry-wise. We have a couple players that are hurt right now. But, winning a championship, I think even if the last couple of years we've been to the semifinal and it's been very disappointing, right? Going home after that game and thinking about it for the whole year. But, it's a championship. That's what we want to win, and that's what we practice for every day on and off the field. Same thing with front office. We want to be the best in the MASL of what we do.
Well, Sean, here we go. Let's see what the second half has to bring, but thank you so much for sharing all the insight with the fans on the birth of this beautiful arena.
Thank you very much.
That's Sean Bowers. I'm Craig Elston. We're back MASL in 5 next, and then the second half kickoff right here on Golazo. shoots, he scores!
What's going on, everybody? This is the MASL in 5. It's your chance to get caught up on everything that went down in the MASL over the past week in just 5 minutes. Let's go.
Correa on the counter. It's Correa in on goal. Correa with a shot. It's blocked. It's off the board in. Correa. Here come the Teddies.
Yeah, teddy bears collected and delivered to a local nonprofit in time for the holidays. And yeah, fans had a lot to celebrate in Tacoma. The Stars have big expectations this campaign after a strong season last year. They led 5-4 in the dying seconds, setting up the dramatic finish.
Jones goes to ground. Ball still bouncing. Danger. Morgan misses. Correa with a block. Charlie Gonzalez's shot. The buzzer sounds.
Big win for Tacoma as they take down their old school rivals. Okay, Wave versus Comets. This contest had a bit of everything. It was the game broadcast on CBS Golazo. Casey jumped out to a 3-0 lead, but the Wave came back. And there were lots of great goals and lots of controversy in this game. This KC goal in the fourth would have put them up by 3 goals, and it's a banger too, from way out here from distance, just under the bar. Beautiful, but the goal was disallowed. Originally, there was supposed to be a penalty that would have stopped the play. The officials discussed it. Now, for a full analysis of exactly what went down, tune into Under Review on MASL TV with Ryan Sigic and Phil Ivanko, who break down the play. But the long and short of it is the goal was disallowed, and the Wave came back to burn Kansas City.
Now 15 seconds to go. Alvarez chips it in. Huffman trying to get position. Bangs it off the board. In front of the goal! Ricardo Cavallo ties it up at 5 apiece. Tony had a goal. Sanchez got away. Sanchez coming in first. The goal! The Wave wins it tonight, 6-5.
Tough way for KC to lose it. The Wave triumphed 6-5 in OT. Empire in Chihuahua. Before the game, the Savage were celebrating their back-to-back league titles, and they were all business in their home opener.
Para el equipo de Chihuahua. Ahí está el Popper que puede disparar de derecha y el gol.
10-3 Chihuahua takes it. They are looking frightening already. Harrisburg and Baltimore, a battle of two teams that missed the postseason last year and are looking to bounce back this season. And that was a good game, actually, back and forth the entire way. The Blast take down the Heat ultimately by an 8-6 final score. Okay, some games we're looking forward to this weekend. Utica City kicks off their season in Empire. This will be the CBS Sports Golazo game of the week. Kickoff 7:35, that's local time, so PST. Should be a fantastic contest. And San Diego will host Utica on Saturday, and this will open Frontwave Arena. Can't wait to watch. Will it be a fortress like Pechanga was? We shall see. Tacoma taking on Chihuahua. This should be maybe the game of the weekend. Two fantastic teams. Tacoma finished the season so strong last year. Chihuahua knocked them out of the playoffs, though. And your players of the week. Chris Toth in goal for the Tacoma Stars. Roberto Escalante of Chihuahua on defense, and offensively it is Nick Pereira. Roberto, unbelievable for Chihuahua as they took down Empire 10-3. 2 goals, 1 assist, and most importantly, as a defender, 4 blocks for Roberto. And offensively, Nick Pereira. Great game for the Stars. 1 goal and 2 assists in the win over San Diego. And finally, Chris Toth, 27 huge saves to lead the Stars to the win. Time now for your plays of the week.
Se dolía por ahí de la pierna derecha y que digas tú que hay mucho, se la dejo.
Golazo! He's going to slow it down. Rivers, space, Rivers!
Marco Fabián!
This would be the situation against the boards to get that
Great
shot off right there.
Right. Beats Toth from distance. And
ahí está el Popper que puede disparar de derecha y el gol.
Harrisburg, and they create a turnover. Mello! Oh, just wide. Diegas. Oh, what a goal!
Tony had a goal.
There you go. There you
Sanchez got away.
go.
Sanchez coming in first. The goal! The Wave wins it tonight 6-5.
Yeah, and just a reminder, of course, that to stay up to date with everything that's going on with the league, including great feature stories, the latest news, statistics, you can head to the MASL's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week.
We're still on.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
We've been talking to you guys for like 10 minutes straight. Please count us in. Well, I think we're back. Welcome back. Okay. That's what I was asking you. How long? Okay, the game is literally going to start. Yeah, we're getting nothing from the booth. We have no monitor, no talkback, and nothing.
Yeah, because we're. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Test, test, test. Welcome back inside Frontwave Arena, North County, Oceanside, California. The scene for the second half on CBS Sports Golazo Network. It's the Major Arena Soccer League Saturday night. The San Diego Sockers and Utica City FC tied 2-2. Alongside Tony Sanchez, I'm Craig Elston in our North press box, overlooking beautiful Frontwave Arena. Lower bowl almost packed. 2-2 tie. Action is underway. The Sockers are in white and blue. They're going left to right. Here's Tavoy Morgan trying to turn to shoot. His shot blocked right off of his right foot there by Utica City's Juan Alava.
Good to see Morgan seeing some of his classic looks there. A classic Morgan turn and a shot that gets blocked, but it's that mechanism you got to start warming up.
Here's Charlie Gonzalez. Morgan standing on it, tried to backheel a pass. He's being well defended by Alava. It's over to Gabriel Costa. Now Christian Gutierrez. Sockers led 1-0. Utica City scored the next two. Luis Morales' second goal of the match and fourth in 2 games to start his Sockers career. A power play goal tied it up. Here's Charlie on a child's feed. He gets bumped off the ball well by Nilton de Andrade. The Brazilian came up with a firm but clean tackle. And Childs tried for a steal, and now it's a 2v2 the other way. But it looks like too many men on the floor potentially against Utica City. That was the scream from the Sockers bench, from their captain Craig Childs and midfielder Charlie Gonzalez. Play was halted, and the question is this a team penalty for too many men on the floor.
Tuning in, Utica, 2-minute penalty.
And it is.
Absolutely.
Shane Butler makes the call. It was a sloppy change on the part of UCFC, a near door, far door situation there. And just like that, the Sockers, who are 1 for 1 on the power play, they get a chance, Tony, to take the lead.
A malfunction there in the swap. This is why they need to make sure that they are crisp in even that. The substitutions here in this game are incredibly fast-paced, and unfortunate that Utica has to suffer this, but fortunate for the Sockers because they get another look and another chance to improve their penalty time scoring.
Gabriel Costa and the Sockers underway as they creep toward the attacking zone with Morales. He's been on the receiving end of most of San Diego's offense early in this young season. Charlie Gonzalez doing the ball handling with Costa up top. Now on the left wing, it's Childs. Morgan's in the middle. And Morales is working the back post and right wing areas. Childs driving forward. Little diagonal run to try and clear up space. Morgan now shifts positions with him. They will re-exchange with 1:30 remaining in the man advantage. Here's Morgan in the middle. Slides right wing, Morales. Had no angle to shoot. Costa's got it back. Over to Childs. He'll line up a shot and score! Craig Childs, the 40-year-old captain, has his first goal of the season. 2 power play goals for San Diego and a 3-2 Sockers lead at 13 minutes, third quarter.
Some vintage San Diego Soccer, some vintage Craig Childs, el capi de capitanes. Super captain here for the San Diego Sockers, doing exactly what he loves to do. Get a ball perfectly placed on his right foot to then slot it in the top right corner, top bins. Impossible for Coughlin to be able to get at the end of that great, fantastic goal. Sockers are up.
Charlie gets the assist, and the Sockers take the lead. Well, those are the type of mistakes that head coach Everton Morera just has to shake his head, because when you're facing a talented team like San Diego, clearly that man advantage is going to be one of the toughest in the league to stop. When you've got both Morales and Morgan and Childs and Charlie and Costa. Here's Bond from Gontan, trying to return the pass, and a lovely flick of the right hand by Andrew Coughlin. Now his former childhood buddy, Ben Raymond, trying to gather the loose ball. Instead, it's out to the impressive Kelvin Oliveira. His pass forward, Bond has it on his toe. Somo is driving in quickly. Sockers do well to clear the pressure. Here comes Kiko Gontan. The Spaniard to the man from Spanish Town, Jamaica, Tavoy Morgan. As the third minute, third quarter is gone. Big crowd, exciting, festive crowd here at Frontwave Arena. First ever Sockers match at this beautiful new home for Arena Soccer. The home of the MASL quarterfinals and semifinals. Coming up the first weekend of April. Tony and I will be here to call all the action for you that whole weekend. Can't wait. Oh, how about a two-hand shove? 1-9 to the other. Trying to create a pair of nines was Tavoy Morgan.
Such powerful, powerful entities in one challenge. The meeting of the greats right there. It's enough to get him off balance and get the foul there, Morgan.
You're lucky there aren't yellow cards in this sport, except for arguing. Here's Vinny, blocked by Gutierrez. Vinny Dantas gets it back. Bond, well done to step in. Felipe Gonzalez has Sebastian Mendez, the speedy youngster. Oh, and now is this? It sure is. One self-induced error leads to another as Craig Childs, the guy who should know the best, the 16-year veteran, jumped early from the bench, and now they've gifted Utica City their first power play of the night with too many men on the floor.
Well, San Diego and Utica mirroring each other, dueling challenge flags in the second quarter. Now dueling blue cards for the same infraction. And we'll see if the Sockers are more successful in killing this power play than Utica has.
Utica City had 4 cracks at the power play against Empire last night. They went 1 for 4. Did not convert or did not have any shorthanded goals. They will roll with De Andrade, Vinny Dantas, of course Kelvin Oliveira, Gordy Gerson, and Keaton Woods. Talented, tough, physical. Here's Gordy, who has a goal tonight. Gave the ball away, thought there was going to be a runner to the top of the arc. The only person there was Pee-wee. Luis Pee-wee Ortega danced his way through two for a moment. Now it's back to Nilton. Oliveira whistles one across the goal mouth. Keaton Woods is there to Dantot. 30 seconds elapsed as the ball goes into the crowd. And a goal throw for San Diego.
Pee-wee almost having to look there to burst out and counterattack and try for a shorthanded goal. But so far they've maintained the defensive shape very well.
Gutierrez with 2 men around him, ragged some time off the clock. Minute 18 remaining in the UCFC man advantage. Sockers were called for too many men on the floor. This one lobbed, and Woods just missed, putting it in as Pardo came out to challenge. Whistle in the corner. And a foul called against Utica City, but that was a dangerous foray by Boris Pardo. And now we've got a shorthanded chance. It's Pee-wee, Pee-wee dragging, Pee-wee flicking, scoring! Shorty, I love ya! Pee-wee Ortega, shorthanded goal. A stunner against the run of play, and a 4-2 San Diego lead.
All starting off of a foul being taken incredibly quickly. Great vision from the back. Boris Pardo looking to the bench, giving a little cheeky shrug for that. But then Pee-wee having the patience to take that extra step and just very, very, very lightly tapping it and lobbing it over Coughlin there. Poste y gol. Those are the ones you like to see there. But now, once again, still shorthanded. San Diego have to defend the power play.
43 seconds on the man advantage. Dantas trying to step from left to right foot. He's still got the ball at the top of the crease. And then Pee-wee tried to jump out of the steal. He didn't get it. It's De Andrade. Over to Oliveira. Kelvin Oliveira. Woods. 2 goals last night. Oliveira hat trick last night. Goal today. Dancing, flicking, missing shot. Rebound cleared off the line by Ben Raymond. Raymond was the last line of defense, and he cleared it. Would have been a loose ball goal for Utica City otherwise. Felipe Floppy draws the foul. 9 seconds left in the man advantage.
Wonderful defensive stand by the Sockers. Everybody getting involved. A bicycle kick clearance, even pumping up this crowd. Pardo throwing his hands up, saying, let's go. We got to go ahead and weather this storm.
And with 3 seconds left, out of the box comes Taylor Walter Bond. And the Sockers are back to even strength. Here's Woods driving in. Bond was in a long, and then shot wide by Oliveira. Great hold and flick off the left foot, but he just missed wide. Kelvin Oliveira. And now, ball deflected out of play. It'll go back to Utica City FC. Oliveira is dangerous everywhere, all the time. Such an impressive debut. De Andrade, Oliveira. Cleared by Ruggles, who's finally back on the floor. Welcome back. The cantankerous one, Drew Ruggles.
And give credit to Bond there, who also came out, shot out of a cannon from the penalty box in order to defend and get involved in there.
The showing right now, Pee-wee's goal is unassisted. That's literally impossible. I'm pretty sure Pardo was the one who sent him in.
Correct.
So we'll be, I'm not sure to contact right now, but we'll be asking for Boris to get an assist on that one. Charging in Charlie with a steal. Luis Morales on a brace. Shot it wide. And back to Charlie. Got a tiptoe assist there from Morgan to get the ball to him. Floating one, looking for Morales. And a foul called on Luis as he trolled the crease. We remind you that you're watching the Major Arena Soccer League on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on X. Also, subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more. Lots of live broadcasts as well. MASL TV on YouTube. Check it out. 8:05 left in the third quarter. Sockers up by 2. Charlie Gonzalez directing traffic. Turning to the bar post, looking for Morales. Oh, he just missed wide on a sharp angle. Aiming for the hat trick. And shoving of Ronaldinho by Charlie there. A little extra after the whistle from the Socker.
Ronaldinho thinking twice, turning around to try to face the man who fouled him, but seeing Ruggles right there, saying, oh, okay, maybe I'll think twice about arguing this to you.
This one forward to Oliveira, the number 9. His pass blocked by Christian Gutierrez. Kiko Gontan springs free in the midfield. He gets knocked down. No harm, no foul, no blood, no ambulance. Gontan has to stagger back up. Charging from behind Felipe to re-win the ball. Luis Morales then, member of the U.S. national futsal team, shows some of that foot skill right there. Picks the pocket of Oliveira clean. He's coming in 1v2, 1v3, shoots anyways, off the soccer script logo above the frame of the Western goal. 7:12 left to play in a frenetic third quarter. Sockers have scored on the power play and a man down. It's a special teams quarter for a 4-2 lead. Childs asking for the ball. The older man, Nelly Santana, taking it from the old man, Childs. Costa in a crowd. Taken away for a moment. Costa wins it back, and it's into the San Diego bench. And taking us to our mid-quarter break. The Sockers get goals from Childs and Pee-wee. And it's good for a 4-2 lead. It's an MASL Saturday night on Golazo. Stay with us.
I mean, the game is ends. We say goodbye. You can turn and walk right out that door.
Yeah. No harm, no foul. Easy peasy.
Not an issue at all.
I don't have to wait for a check.
Don't have to wait.
I mean, well, wait for something.
Wait for something. But, right.
Who knows?
There's a lot to like about what they're doing over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really is.
Absolutely.
There's a lot to like. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's tightening some things up. There's a lot of new fans, I can definitely tell, and a lot of smart fans as well.
Like, these 90-second breaks. Okay. Because this is only a 70-second break in the game. Yeah. Something to put on the notepad for Friday. Back to live action at Frontwave Arena. 4-2 San Diego leads with 6:42 to play in the third quarter. Great to have you with us. We'll be right back here on Golazo on Friday night when the Sockers take on the Tacoma Stars. Costa rubbed into the boards there, no foul. Join us at 7:35 right back here. Here's Vinny Dantas charging in, looking for his first goal with Utica. Gets run off the ball by Pee-wee. He's had an outsized influence in this third quarter.
True Pee-wee fashion, always fighting for the ball, putting his body on the line. Even it's much bigger Dantas.
And just like that, he rubs out a 6'1". Oh, and Keaton Woods gets it back, puts it to the middle, just past the outreached right boot of Vinny Dantas, who was waiting to deflect in a goal. Well done by the youngster Keaton Woods, who had 2 goals last night. He stuck with that play and put intense pressure on San Diego. Back the other way, Mendez to Costa. 2 water bugs working together. Costa's shot was blocked by a sprawling Woods. He's doing it on both sides. Now Morgan stepping on the pressure of Alava. Somo is there as an outlet for Utica. 5:30 in this third. To Oliveira, just wide. Off the C3 Insurance dasher board. Morgan, who's had a quiet night. He's been a target, but hasn't been really involved in much except fouls. Draws one there and comes off for the captain, Craig Childs. First goal of the year. Now he's scored in 16 seasons for the San Diego Sockers. Incredible.
Impressive. Just an absolute monumental figure in this sport and in this league and various other leagues as well. Capitan Craig Childs.
I've made a very careful, calculated tally of Childs over the years because so many things that you find online, like you could probably find 3 different stat lines for Craig Childs. I am here to tell you that was his 482nd goal with the San Diego Sockers from the PASL to the MASL. 712th point. That's his 279th MASL goal, closing in on 300. He could get there this year with a good season.
Yeah, and the Sockers are definitely going to need that leadership from him. In terms of goals, you always see him being a boisterous voice and somebody who rallies the troops, but...
Oliveira with the burst, the left-footed shot missed. Ooh, headed by Felipe over a pretty rangy attacker there in Logan Roberts, who was able to deflect and steal the ball at midfield. Now here comes Somo. Isaac Somo finding Oliveira. He's on the ball all the time. Morgan with a spinning win for a moment. Somo tracks it down at midfield. By the way, you'll see this floor during this homestand. But when we come back in mid-January, it'll be an all-new carpet for San Diego. We were hearing very exciting news about that downstairs. Bond. Nothing a little shove can't handle.
Bond getting in there and really been pressing this entire time. It's really quite refreshing to see that type of hustle here for a San Diego Sockers player.
Ruggles sweeps away the attempt to send one toward Pardo. And now UCFC the other way. You know, it bears repeating for those joining in that Utica City played last night on Galasso and won in Ontario over the Empire Strikers 9-6. So the Sockers had the lying in wait advantage, a whole week to practice, while Utica played and then bust down here last night. Dantas got a clever little shot off, but there was Boris Pardo, just enough time to make the reaction leaping save.
Cat-like reflexes for Pardo, making him such a wall to get past. Getting it done now, a foul here. Sockers ball.
Let's see, I thought Elliott pointed, yep, that's a trip called against San Diego.
Oh, excuse me, yeah.
So the ball will go back to UCFC as they get some of their, and of course, guess what? Back on the ball, Oliveira back on the floor. He might play 40 minutes tonight. He's been out there almost all the time. Here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho with Cristian Gutierrez pulling the chair behind him. Both men fell. The foul called on Cristian. 3:26 to play in the third.
2 goals separate these two teams, but definitely with the power that Utica has been able to showcase on attack, especially looking at who's on the ball right now, Oliveira.
We'll call timeout. Gives us a chance to give a big tip of the cap to the MASL for reinstituting the All-Star game. Other than the COVID year, we haven't seen an All-Star game in the history of the new indoor soccer world. It's back, the MASL All-Star game, and it will be on the blue turf of Utica, New York, February 12th, 2025. Follow the MASL on social media for updates on tickets, rosters, and more. Can't wait. Nothing I love more, Tony, than a great little all-star controversy. Who's in, who's out, who's the snub, who was the right call, who was the wrong call. Oh, man, put that in my cup. That's the kind of tea I'll drink all day.
You love to see the competition between players as well. Just whenever it means something to somebody, it's going to be a little bit more interesting, but really a showcase of the talent that this league has, the sport has, is from leaps and bounds what people think. Anybody who comes in person has their expectations blown away. The physicality, the game speed, the talent. Looking at somebody in person like Oliveira, just have that body control and what he can do. It's just something special that this game of indoor soccer is able to provide.
If only we had like a weekly streaming place that we could talk about that.
I'd love nothing more, Craig.
That would seem like a fun thing to do. They've got and you've seen, I'm sure, some of the shots from the ITZY drone that's been circling here inside Frontwave Arena. They're using it on the arena board right now, and I'm getting a little dizzy. Like I was flying along. Here it comes right now in front of us. Here comes a free kick from the left corner for UCFC. Andrade steps over it. And then taking the shot was Giovanni, and he missed. Gio Alves. And a whistle. And a man down. That is Morales. The Soccer's Luis Morales down to a knee. As he quickly gets up, another new MASL rule that the Soccer's just cleverly avoided. If a trainer is called out to see a player on the floor, that player will have to sit out the next 2 minutes. Now, in that case, Paul Savage started to come out, but Morales ran to the bench. So I think if they can get him sorted quickly enough, he could come back. But I should report to you all in the viewing audience that currently Morales is extending his legs, sitting, and now laying on the bench, and is being looked at by head athletic trainer Paul Savage. So hopefully nothing too serious for Luis Morales, but he is seeking and receiving attention right now.
Yeah, it seemed like a sensitive location to receive an absolute blast of a shot.
Well, that's the kind of attention you don't want.
Absolutely. Las partes nobles.
Right wing restart. Cross to Keaton Woods on left point. He's drawn two. Brings it over. Header try. Flicked in. And Oliveira tried to put his noggin on it and just sent it barely wide. You feel like there's a moment of adjustment, and then he could score 50 goals. Childs running on a loose ball. Fires it off the Frontwave Credit Union logo above the frame. Couldn't keep it down.
You mentioned age, right? But that power's still there. It hasn't left Craig Childs.
Searching for the loose ball in the corner, flicking it off the glass. And a beautiful scissor try by Mendez, but wide. Sebastian Mendez has to hustle now to get back down the floor, but he didn't have to worry. His teammates by his bench had the ball all the while. 2:30 left to go in an entertaining third quarter.
The acrobatics, the aerial maneuvers that we've seen so far from both teams is utterly impressive, and I always give credit for the trying of it.
Costa. Raymond challenged. Had to spin around to deny, but now the steal has come loose to Belliard. With Berger on the run, overlapping run. The shot is wide. Peekaboo shot there by Belliard. Now stepping in Dantas, and he tried to pass that ball in the net. It was blocked out of play by Ben Raymond. Of course, we mentioned the All-Star game coming. We mentioned earlier, bears repeating. The MASL quarterfinals and semifinals will all be played in this beautiful building, Frontwave Arena, starting on April 4th and continuing through the 6th. 3 nights of action, 3 days and nights of action. Ticket packages coming soon. Just stay tuned. MASLsoccer.com. That's the place to find out everything all the time. Minute 45 left in the quarter. Mendez battling for the ball with Milton DeAndrade. And as he goes down, no foul called. It's forward to Ruggles for the moment. He's chased down by Logan Roberts wearing the captain's armband. And it's over to Costa. Costa shoots! Peekaboo shot. Rebound shot wide by Ruggles. Over to Mendez. He'll shoot. Blocked up in the air. And Felipe heads it back to Ben Raymond.
Another instance where Mendez was wide open. Had Costa just looked up a little bit to his right, could have just had that pass over and a better, clearer look. Nonetheless, the door's being knocked once more by the Sockers here late in the third quarter.
Here's the ball forward to Costa with Morgan on left wing. Backheel pass finds Felipe in the middle. He will shoot off for crossbar. Crossbar challenge engaged. Felipe gets the mark. Noting that Logan Roberts was wearing the captain's armband brings to mind the fact that Nate Bordeaux, the regular captain, who was listed on the starting lineup of Utica City FC as their captain, is not playing. Here's Gerson. He sprung in. He goes around Pardo. He flicks it. It's wide. The rebound is there. And Kelvin Oliveira has the brace and a 4-3 score as San Diego, a momentary lapse of reason, and UCFC takes advantage.
And that's exactly what Utica City needed. A small window in order to go ahead and put a ball past Pardo. Well done and executed by them, and nobody else other than Oliveira had to be at the end of that.
Gerson the assist, another 15th minute goal allowed. That's 2 for San Diego. This one at 14:08.
Seen a lot of action at the end of quarters here.
Maybe more. Gontan shoots. That one whistles into the crowd. Keep your head on a swivel.
Those Mitre branded balls do not tickle. I'll tell you that much right now.
Had a joke come to mind, deleted it. Better wisdom of your age. Here's Dantas. Drops one, shovels it. Nice run. And a great save by Pardo. Down to a hip to deny Ronaldinho. 30 seconds in the quarter. Utica almost tied it out. Charles! Header try out of the air. Just wide off the Kaiser Permanente dasher board. Steal by Morales. He's got 2 goals tonight. He's flicking in the air. Knocked down by Alava. And out of play back to Utica. 19 and a half left in the quarter. It feels like the last minute is like treacher zone.
Both teams going for it. They really want to go into the last quarter with the momentum.
Coughlin joins the attack. Dantas shrugged away by Gutierrez, turning Bond, seeking Bond, finding Morales. Morales to Bond. Bond charging in. Bond left wing. Bond flicks it wide. Bond shoots, and there's Coughlin. What a save to end the quarter. Well played, Taylor. Just a better save by Andy Coughlin. 45 minutes complete from beautiful Frontwave Arena. The score, Sockers 4, Utica City 3. But stay right here, gang. Fourth quarter action is next after a quick timeout on the CBS Sports Golazo Network. Friday, 7:30, right?
Believe so.
Let me double check. They can't do 7:05 up here on a Friday night. There's no way. No one will be able to make it. I'll barely be able to make it.
$7:35. 35.
Third shift.
Yeah, I had to do a mass calendar invite for the weekdays that I have to get half days. I'm like, hey, here. Like, what's this? Don't worry about it. April or February? Yeah, don't worry about it.
Back with you at raucous Frontwave Arena. Huge crowd. First ever San Diego Sockers match in their new home. A home built in large part thanks to the leadership and the cash money of Sockers owner Phil Salvaggio, head coach of the team. his vision, dating back almost a decade, to bring not only a new arena to San Diego, but one to North County. Furthermore, to size it this size, 6,500 for sports, 7,500 for concerts. Not too big for its britches, perfect for where it is. Finding that line of arena sports entertainment, luring the Clippers from Ontario to Oceanside, the San Diego Clippers of G League basketball play here. San Diego Strike Force of the Indoor Football League have announced that they are moving here, and the San Diego Sockers are here as well. And they've got a lead, but it's the smallest lead. It's 4-3 as we go to the fourth quarter, Tony.
And we'll really see this crowd get on top and into this game as well, because the Sockers will definitely need that boost of energy here to maintain their composure. They've had a lot of good looks, a lot of good chances as well, but Utica is just not yielding in their pursuit of the same goal as well. They've been able to maintain 2-2 with the Sockers. It's been an exciting game, and at the end of the day, these fans are going to go home happy, but even happier if the Sockers remain on top after these next and last 15 minutes. The final quarter from Frontwave Arena.
The Sockers will run right to left across your screens. Utica City going left to right, and here we go, 4-3. San Diego leading Utica. Utica City trailed last night in the fourth quarter, rallied to win. Keaton Woods was a part of it, and his shot is kicked away by the right leg of Boris Pardo.
And that's just Boris Pardo making sure that he's sprawled out, having the most surface area covered. It's an excellent, excellent fundamental goalkeeper thing to do.
Perfect word. Fundamentals. Here's Tavoy executing the spin on Santana. Jukes finds Ruggles shooting in off the joint of crossbar and post. Drew Ruggles. Ay caramba.
Good looks here. Ruggles almost looks like he's also about to get that ball across the score. Quick start here.
Gontan, a slide tackle of the ball by Nelly Santana. Back the other way, the electric Oliveira. Had a hat trick last night. He's looking for one tonight. He shot it wide. Ortega with a shorthanded goal. That's the difference in the game now. Pee Wee's shorthanded goal. 4-3 San Diego. Soccer is usually a team that averaged close to 7 goals a match. We're held to 4 in Tacoma. They're at 4. Lots of room to work here in the fourth quarter.
Whenever Oliveira gets that ball, it's a red alert for the Sockers.
Loose, shooting wide. Mendez trying to corral a bouncing ball that was way too high for him to get a good shot away. Now the counter is on. And with a little push forward, De Andrade.
Those young legs on Mendez to be able to get back on defense have certainly been impressive as well.
Here's Pee Wee just reading the steal on Dantas, who's laboring behind the play. Luis Pee Wee Ortega. He's not the biggest. He's not the fastest. He's not the strongest. He's only the toughest. As tough as they come. And he's always in the right place at the right time. Usually misses multiple games due to injury, due to hits he takes during the course of seasons. Felipe running on a loose ball. Well captured. Knocked down by Ronaldinho, however. And the ball is just flying, pinballing, high in the air. Dantas settles and turns. Ringing it in, blocked away by Morales, brought back by Dantas. Pardo was there to create a wall. And this one hops along the top of the wall, but not out of play. And is recovered by Utica City FC. 12:30 left in the fourth. Shout out to everybody who have crossed the midnight hour with us on the East Coast, watching and supporting the Major Arena Soccer League. Hello from Saturday into Sunday. Greg and Tony here with you. Running in, Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho in the midnight hour is going to get a gift that just spilled hopelessly and helplessly out of the arms of Boris Pardo. And limping into the net, a hospital ball has tied the game for Utica.
I can tell you right now, it was an eternity for Boris watching that ball roll across after not being able to secure it and corral it. He did everything right. He positioned himself, read the ball, read the angles, read the rebound. But for some reason, that ball sometimes is a little bit more slippery than usual, and that's what happens. He's going to want that one back.
Ronaldinho Diniz and true gift. That's really a Pardo own goal. Unfortunate as it is. 4-4 tie has been forged at the 2:48 mark of the fourth quarter. And now the Sockers with so much more work to do, and boy, just seeing the replay back on our laptop, our monitor's still down, but seeing the delayed so what you guys see it like 30 seconds before us, so we apologize, but it just hurts. It just hurts to see. He had it right, and then he just missed it. Here's Mendez looking for that fifth goal for the lead. Diving stop by Coughlin. Gontan tried to put it to Morgan in the middle. Mendez skipping shot blocked by Woods. Lifted high in the air by Alves. And Gio Alves got the job done eventually. Raymond will run back and collect for San Diego. Ben Raymond forward to Tavoy Morgan, chests it down, leaping in the right corner, turning to face. Guarded by the 45-year-old Nelson Santana, pushes him off, shoots, deflected, rebound, skips in! Kiko Gontan! Right place, right time! El hombre de España! Marcó número 6. Número 5 para San Diego. 5-4, Sockers with the lead.
Oye, tío, Kiko Gontan con un gol aquí, getting ready to go as the ball for the crowd almost comes into the booth, but Kiko Gontan, again, a very well-earned goal, not just in this play, but this entire match, being rewarded for being at that right spot. A lot of high octane by some of the youngsters, by the San Diego Sockers, that gets rewarded as well. 5-4, marginal lead. This ball's going to travel out, ball for San Diego Sockers.
Should be ruled a Wallace scorer as I watch the replay on our laptop, and a Tavoy Morgan assist, as it was Morgan who flicked it high off the wall and it came over the head of the defender to Gontan, who put it home. Now Oliveira looking to get that lead equalized again. He steps out, he's on his left foot, he carved it down. Juan Salazar pickpocketed again. Oliveira, so strong. A new star in this league. Shot blocked by Felipe Gonzalez. Learn the name, MASL fans, Kelvin Oliveira. He is a star in the making. And he's got it again in the right corner. Out of Ipatinga in Brazil. Alava is there to run this one down. Well, this has turned into quite an interesting evening.
It certainly has, and it's been also fun. These new discoveries, the new layers that we've seen, new pieces to play around for the Sockers as well.
Dantas hustling. Couldn't get the shot through Ruggles, though. Drew's tough to beat. Taylor Bond lifting it forward over the head. Mendez brings it down, flicks it to Ruggles, trying to create a quick 2v1. Utica crashing back into position, and Santana, speaking of crashing, this man knows how to use his body, ladies and gentlemen. The foul is called on Ruggles, who has to be careful to get a third yellow.
It's really not what you need right now if you're Ruggles. Just walking away from that play, making sure you don't hurt your team any further, especially when it's the last 10 minutes, single digits in time left.
Oliveira shot it high. Good turn to the left foot. Now Ronaldinho looking wide. Flicked high in the air by Felipe Gonzalez. Brought down by Belliard. Belliard fires it into the body of Kia Depina, the official, who is a part of the field of play. Gutierrez to the goal scorer Gontan, tonight's hero so far, Kiko Gontan. Finding Felipe. Felipe back and forth and reached the elbow of Oliveira as he drove toward the Calafino Tequila dasher board on the south wall.
Once again, overlapping runs that aren't being respected here by teammates at times. It's part of that chemistry building where you just know where your teammates are going to be, making a quick run along the walls to open up space.
Pardo is going to send one forward. Childs is going to chest and trap. 9 on the running clock. Over to Luis Morales, who had 2 goals in the first half. Pee Wee trying to wall pass to himself. He did, then the touch got it in front of him, and Childs tracked it down for San Diego. With a defender, Alava, on his hip. The ball is back to Christian Gutierrez. 8:48, fourth quarter, pardon me. Pee Wee. Gutierrez, he's got Morales. Luis Morales is there, and Coughlin challenges perfectly. Right to the feet of Morales, denying any chance to shoot. Childs lifting, looking for Christian, who bombs it into the Modelo Cantina. And it's well grabbed by a young lad who two-arms it right on out of there. Beautifully done.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure being able to see these fans get into it as well.
Talk about an intimate arena, and it's interactive. I mean, you got a chance to just return the ball. Obviously not overserved in the Modelo Cantina. Well done in the fourth quarter. Vinny Dantas. Wall pass, looking for Woods. There's Raymond, steady on the ball. So's Costa. Spinner, but Raymond's got it. Straightens out the spin and storms forward with Bond, with Costa. Raymond looking for Bond. It was deflected by Santana. Then Costa shoots. A clever try that was high off the frame. Shooting across his body there. Gabi Costa. Somo with a diagonal run right to left. A skittering pass off the boards. And it's brought down by Taylor Walter Bond, who zigzags and then hustles back to the bench.
We saw in that last play, Costa directing traffic, telling Raymond where exactly to be run to. Unfortunately, too much on that pass, but you're starting to see these connections with players that haven't had a lot of time together.
Here's the young star Morales. Here he comes, prowling, turning, right foot shot, diving save, Coughlin! Andy Coughlin came to play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And he's kept this a one-goal game. Come on back now, quick break, and the finish next. 5-4 Sockers on Golazo. Channeling Gus Johnson right there. Was like halfway in the growl already on Coughlin. I just stayed right there. I'm like, it sounds like Gus Johnson, but I don't care. I'll just do that one. Coughlin.
Coughlin. I'm curious about ticket scan.
Yeah, me too.
It's not bad.
No, it's got to be pretty good.
Yeah.
It's got to be at least good.
At the merch booth over on the east side.
This side
Come on,
is
Sockers fans, you're too quiet for me. Come on, get
basically
on your feet
full.
and let's make some noise. Can I get a let's go, Sockers? Yeah, come on. Get on your feet and get louder. I know you can.
Bring the whole family to Frontwave Arena for San Diego Soccer's Family Night this coming Friday, December 20th. Here's Childs on the corner kick restart. 5-4 San Diego leads, and it's headed out. Costa is able to recall it for San Diego. Pick up a Soccer's clear bag giveaway and an unforgettable night of fun. Plus, join us for the sock toss. Here's the chance by Felipe. Leaping, couldn't get his toe on the ball. Costa's brought it down. He shoots wide. Bring a new pair of socks. Throw it onto the field after the first goal on Friday to support those in need. Get your tickets now at frontwavearena.com. That's frontwavearena.com. Oh, this ball deflected through Oliveira. No play, and Oliveira crossbar down and not in. And it's not tied. And they're going to review it right away. I do not believe that crossed the line. However, I'm also surprised what happened on this near wall, Tony. Drew Ruggles turned into a turnstile all of a sudden. The ball
This
just
is
came
an
through,
official
and
review for
Oliveira
goal
was,
and no
was
goal.
walking in on net.
He was looking for a foul to be called here and didn't find that. Being reviewed to see if that
Attention, Sockers
the
fan.
campanazo, as we call it, crossed the line. The entire circumference of the ball has to cross the line clearly in order for it to be called indeed a goal. But as you mentioned, yeah, Drew just stopping there.
As I watch it back, it's just showing live now on the replay on our monitor, or not monitor, on my laptop. He was just trying to clear it, and he just kicked it into the running man, and it was just unfortunate for Drew. I take back turnstile. He was trying to clear the ball, but the ball, as Oliveira ran in, Oliveira was just a moving wall that accepted that ball as a pass and came in right on net. So you'll have probably seen the replay before
On
we
review,
have.
we have a valid goal.
And they are calling it a good goal for Oliveira. They're calling it a hat trick. And we have a tie match at 5-5.
Oliveira taking another opportunity just to score that right there. A fantastic look. And let me say, it's not easy not only to put a ball past Pardo.
Oh, now that we just got to see the replay that you all got to see, sorry that we were behind on it, but clearly a goal, clearly a goal.
But no, to put it there, like that's the skill right there that Oliveira is showcasing.
That's clearly in.
Every tool that the Brazilian has in display today.
5-5 tie, and really you got to look at both goals allowed in this fourth quarter as being defensive errors. I mean, the own goal by Pardo, nothing you can do, but in that case, again, maybe a little bit of bad fortune, but Ruggles didn't protect the ball. He tried to send it forward, and instead he sent in the most talented player on the field on a breakaway. And there's no question, Kelvin Oliveira is the star of this match so far. He is an impact on every single shift. This one forward. Now, each time that the Sockers have been put in a binder, they've answered quickly as well. What a match we've got for you tonight, 5-5, heading to the final 6 minutes. Gontan creeping in. Where does he want to go? Tiptoeing, right wing, it's Childs. He shoots off the wall wide. It's coming over to Ortega. He settles a spinning ball back to Kiko Gontan. The La Liga event to Childs. Oh, what a save! Wrong-footed at that! A left paw extended for Coughlin. Earmark that one for Alex Bastiavansky and the saves of the week.
Going the complete wrong way. You have to not only stop, but shift your momentum to go counter literally gravity and extend that arm to get that ball not only away from goal and stop it from, but away from danger and clearing it out. Fantastic stop by Coughlin.
Childs trying to feed Morales, and instead Childs takes a shot up high. And he is going to be able to look at a free kick here. Childs saying, that one got me up high, why not consider a card? Both teams are out of challenges, so we don't have to worry about that. That would have definitely been challenged in the first quarter.
100%.
I would like to giggle at both coaches for getting froggy with their challenges tonight. Here comes Felipe. That one off the shoulder of Berger. And the loose ball is going to get out to Luis Morales. 5-5, 5.5 to go. Well read by Berger. Weaving, Morales takes it away. Spins quickly. Deflected by the retreating De Andrade, out of play.
And in the same way that we are obviously impressed with Oliveira's action here, Classic Soccer's fans will see Morales and see a star as well. He is everywhere.
Oh, he is. Oh, no question. There's stars all over the place. Just Oliveira is a breakout.
Yeah.
He's got that new car smell. Costa. Here he comes. Off the right post. Out to Ruggles. Play on. Shoot on. Save made by Coughlin. Flicking it onto the crossbar. What action we have for you on Golazo tonight.
Coughlin definitely top form performance tonight, keeping Utica in this. Sockers have been throwing everything at them. Can he keep it going for another 5 minutes?
Costa, Childs on the pin down, turning, feeding, Felipe flicked from behind, well done. Felipe tumbles to the corner, Costa keeps it alive, fires it off the Kaiser Permanente logo above the eastern goal. Morales recovers the loose ball at 4:45 remaining. Out to Ruggles, front and center. Into Childs, turning to shoot, blocked by the sliding Santana. Morales will track it down.
Now San Diego has to be methodical and careful not to give anything on a counterattack.
Sebastian Mendez slinking in. Childs got a forehead on it. Just a little bit of hair and shot it wide. Nilton, Somo in the middle. He's got Oliveira on the wing. Somo bursting in, shooting. Down was Pardo, but the ball was wide. Mendez comes forward in the 5-5 draw. Mendez, Bond turning to shoot, just wide.
Always a difficult shot to take without your eyes on goal. Here's a foul.
Oliveira dropped by Bond. Bond was just kind of a witness to what occurred, as Oliveira ran through his leg and fell. Now Gordy Gerson, here he comes! Saved by Pardo, who pops it up to himself and then makes a lovely basket catch. 3 minutes, 40 seconds, tension rising at Frontwave Arena in this early season MASL clash. Both these teams eliminated in the playoffs last year. Utica was second in the East, San Diego first in the West. Both counting on being back in the playoffs this year. Raymond down low. It's Juan Salazar. And Coughlin is able to gobble up the loose ball. As our halftime guest, EVP Sean Bowers looks on from behind the net passively.
It's going to be an intense finish to this matchup. No team wants to commit the error that's going to possibly cost not only the goal but the game here, especially the way these scorings have been going.
Raymond had that one fronting Oliveira all the way, and then Kelvin steps in and he steals it. Oliveira can just win the ball at will, uses that talented left foot to play it back. And now Belliard dancing in, 2:42 to go. Spins one into the left corner. Pee-wee is there for San Diego. Luis Ortega, Childs crashing in was Gio Alves, but it's out of play. Boy, Utica, for playing back-to-back, they've got the fresher legs here late in the fourth quarter. We're really seeing some big athletic bursts. Here's Gontan. He's been so clever. Here he comes on the spin, and he was being held. Play advantage, I guess. That's gotta be a call at least. I think they played advantage at the start, but this should be a good left wing free kick, and it will be for San Diego.
Another impressive player who takes the ball on a turn and starts dribbling down. Not a lot of space there for him to work with, but knew he was going to get pressured, knew he was going to be looked at, as they're going to think about it.
Timeout. Timeout called by Phil Salvaggio. Don't miss the action as the homestand continues for the San Diego Sockers after Christmas, December 28th. Be part of the excitement and cheer on your hometown team. Tickets are available at frontwavearena.com. Sockers are presented by Kaiser Permanente. Kaiser Permanente offers many convenient options to get and stay healthy. From online tools and mobile apps to telephone and video appointments to 26 medical offices and 3 hospitals in San Diego County, you can count on us to help you thrive. Disagree with a call tonight? You might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show. It's Under Review with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sikic. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. As we are late in the game, let me just drop out there one of the other new rules changes for the MASL. It involves invoking the 6th attacker. Last season, quite controversially and to decide a very important match, it used to be that a goalkeeper merely needed to begin a run toward the bench for the 6th attacker to spring onto the field. It was creating 120, 140-foot advantages. That has been changed. Now the goalkeeper must, if they're going to live change for a sixth attacker, the goalkeeper needs to get to the touchline just like any other field player in order for the sixth attacker to come out. I think a great rules change. Here's the free kick for San Diego. Childs is the man on it. He'll shoot it, and it's blocked by Alava. Right into the right shin of Juan Alava. Working through the 58th minute. Childs lifts it back to Gabby Costa. He spins one that Ruggles will have to recover. Under 2 minutes to go in regulation. Golden goal overtime if there's no goal. Childs. Dantas. Utica's got it. Back the other way. Dantas past the steal attempt to Morales. Hustling from behind Felipe Gonzalez. Dantas pushed him forward, and that actually helped Felipe recover the ball, although he might have a bruise in between his two collarbones. 90 seconds left to play. Bond trying to hustle forward. He gets that curving pass from Ruggles. Back to Costa. Looking for Mendez. Sebastian spins back with the ball. Sends it off to Pee-wee. Now 75 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, tied at 5. Costa trying to get in Mendez on the half wall. He sends it all the way back to Pardo. We are down to the final minute of play at Frontwave Arena. Minute 60 is live on CBS Sports Golazo Network. 5 for the Sockers, 5 for Utica City. The ball is lost out of play by Costa, and Utica gets it back, looking to break this tie and stun the Sockers in their first match ever in the home they built in Oceanside. The man who would likely do it is on the floor, number 9, Kelvin Oliveira. Kelvin has been the star of this match with a hat trick. He scored the equalizer. He's got 2 goals in the second half.
All eyes on the Brazilian right now, because you know definitely that's where the ball is going, and they're also going to think about it with 38 seconds left. It's going to be Utica who takes this and really studies it. The board is out for Everton. You're going to want to go ahead and draw this up. Just reminding you that it happened earlier. They drew up a set piece, and it was executed to perfection, leading to a Utica goal.
This game might have worked its way into the A block for MASL Monday. You can catch the show every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube, as well as right here on Golazo. Alex Bastiavansky and Phil Ivanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's action and discuss the league's hot topics. Check out MASL Monday right here on Golazo, as well as MASL TV on YouTube. And again, doesn't hurt. Go on over there, subscribe to MASL TV on YouTube. We have 40 MASL matches here on Golazo. All the remaining are on YouTube, live on MASL TV. Catch all the action. Another change as we just kind of, go through these topics, a single 12-team table this year. 8 of 12 make the playoffs. So, whereas in the past, you always knew that, for example, in the West, San Diego and Chihuahua were destined to meet, or in the East, maybe a Milwaukee, Baltimore, things like of that nature. Now it's just one table. It's Utica 3rd in the table and trying to climb to 1st with 6 points. San Diego in 9th in the table, trying to jump up and get a win. Both teams get a point if this one goes to overtime. And then they'll chop up the 3rd one and fight for it. Here's Oliveira. Oliveira working in, crashing in, battling Ortega, skipping it in off of the hands of Pardo, but he gets it back. And there's 14 seconds left to play. Great work face guarding by Utica to deny the throw for Pardo. And that's just going to kill any opportunity of San Diego even making anything out of these final seconds.
Yeah, he was trying to weave in between traffic. Utica doing very well, just getting in the face of Pardo and not letting that ball go. And here we go.
Ortega got the leg out in time. Here's the shot for the ages. It's into the crowd. And with 1.1 seconds left, I'm here to tell you, we're going to golden goal overtime on Golazo. A goalkeeper cannot throw the ball across 3 lines and into play That's another rules
It's
change.
no
this
longer
year.
that. Yeah.
Can't do it. Call that the doggone it. Not going to say it. Timeout for this quarter. 4 quarters complete. 5-5, nothing decided. Let's take a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes with Golden Goal Overtime on the CBS Sports Golazo Network. Mm. 60 minutes could not decide this one tonight. We're going to Golden Goal Overtime on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Looks like it'll take a Golazo to end this one. Craig Elston, Tony Sanchez, along with our Amota broadcast crew, Melissa May down on the field, hoping to have a happy Soccer's post-match interview. That's going to require a goal, Tony. 6-5 will be the final tonight. Only question is, which team gets 6?
And why not go the distance here? The first home game for the Sockers at Frontwave Arena. And both teams have had a great performance individually. We've been talking about him all day. Oliveira for Utica really being the point person for every single attack, and every single involvement that he's had is dangerous. And on the other side, the Sockers have really had an amalgam of different players come in this match. And I can't really point to somebody who's going to be deciding here, but it doesn't matter. It could be Boris. It could be anyone in the Sockers who scores a goal. As long as it goes across, ahí se gana. Gol gana y nos vamos a la casa.
This is a 10-minute Golden Goal Overtime period. Any goal ends the match. All replays will be initiated from the referee's booth in this overtime period. If at the end of the 10 minutes we do not have a 6th goal, we will go to a 3-round shootout. If at the end of 3 rounds it is still tied, it is 1 round apiece going forward until you find a winner. Both teams have earned a standings point by reaching 61st minute. Utica City now with their 4th standing point, and for the Sockers, their 1st of the year. 1 more will be awarded to the winner of this match. And here we go. Sockers attacking right to left. Morales wants to make early work of it. Luis Morales over to Craig Childs. That ball bouncing forced him to turn away from goal. Kiko Gontan out there along with Christian Gutierrez and Pee Wee Ortega, who's had a whale of a game for San Diego. Pardo over to Childs, trying to feed Gutierrez, who was a second late on the turn. And now it's Utica City's first chance to attack with De Andrade, who's had a quiet night. He gets his pocket picked by Kiko Gontan. Here comes Gontan the other way. The 33-year-old Spaniard is rubbed out of the play by De Andrade, and a foul is called. And Gontan says, he got me on the back of the leg. That's a yellow card. And then Shane Butler said, we only have yellow cards for argument and procedure. In this league, it's a blue card if it's harder. If it's just like that, we say, I'm very sorry.
Literally pointing to the spot where he was fouled. This will be interesting. Gontan technically down to the shoe.
And then Butler literally said to Pee Wee, please tell him to hurry up. Trying to get him to translate into Spanish. Oh, man.
Built-in interpreter right there. Pee Wee has done it all tonight.
Tell him to hurry up and tie his shoe. And away we go. Oh, what fun. Come join us for the fun on Family Night next Friday, 7:35 for the Sockers and Tacoma Stars. Right back here in Oceanside, and if you're watching nation and worldwide, right back here on Galazo. Pee Wee to Ben Raymond, who saved a goal off the line earlier in this match. Cannot be forgotten in a tie. This one, oh boy, Pardo spilled the ball again, but was able to track it down. He's had a hard time catching it clean tonight, and the one off the boards for an own goal is aching on the scoreline as we speak.
It was a difficult shot to control there, but did well in the second time. Interestingly enough, Gontan had to come out because he was on the ground for longer than 15 seconds as well.
I was literally told by the commissioner of the league that it's only if the trainer comes out, but maybe Shane had a different interpretation. Here's Pee Wee. Over to Ruggles. And 8:35 left to go in sudden death. Costa to the right foot, curving shot, diving save, retry, and it was blocked off the foot of Childs by Somo. And then Childs called for the foul to drag down the counter. And out of the pocket, a yellow card has been shown.
Yes.
Going back to that play for Coughlin, another intervention that led
Number 13, delay
to
of game
save
after
here.
previous warning. San Diego,
I
5-minute
don't know what he did,
non-power
but
play.
Sebastian Mendez was just put in the box on a yellow, which means, and here's one of the final rules, you have 15 seconds to get there. He just made it. That was not a blue, that was a yellow.
Correct.
So they called delay of game on Mendez, or on the Sockers, and Mendez is serving it. Oliveira tipped it down with that golden left foot, crashing in Alava, flicking over the net and out of play. Back to San Diego for a goal throw. This game, in all likelihood, will be decided on something just like that. That's how it is if you're new to indoor soccer. Goal scoring opportunities can spring out of a mustard seed of hope.
And it's really about the momentum here, where it carries. The Sockers had it, and then this small pause with the yellow card. They have taken that. Now Boris will try to restart.
That long throw, aerial challenge won by Utica. Gontan crashing along with Oliveira. These two newcomers have had a big impact on this match. Keaton Woods turns to attack along the southern wall. Here he comes. Bracketed off the wall, past Gerson, who got his arm extended. Handball on Gordy and a foul.
While you don't have to be perfect on offense to get that last winning goal, you absolutely have to be perfect on defense. As a yellow card also now is being shown, it seems.
Number 25 illegally returned to the pitch.
Wait
5-minute
a second.
misconduct.
They just called an illegal return on Kiko Gontan. And I'm, boy, Commish, can you get Shane Butler on the line, please? I was told in explicit terms today driving to the arena that the 2-minute return call is only if a trainer comes to visit the player. Kiko Gontan had his shoe taken off on a foul, And Shane Butler, being pedantic at this moment, has decided to penalize the Sockers for a shoe coming off, and the man being unable to retie his shoe in 15 seconds or less, and then claiming that he needed to sit out for 2 minutes via the new rule. This is a controversial decision by a man who has been the MASL's top official. And it's one that definitely cripples San Diego, as two of their very best skilled midfielders, Mendez and Gontan, are now in the sin bin for really weird infractions. The second one, which I believe is incorrect. Dantas trying to win the game. His old teammate, Ruggles, knocked it away. Back to Costa. Soccer still with plenty of star power in this 5-5 sudden death match in overtime. Bond being challenged hard and taken away, and they're gonna pull the blue on Bond! And then Butler immediately gives himself the out of review and signaled he's gonna review his own call. And one man has now taken a newly outsized presence in this match, and it's the man wearing number 5 in black and white.
The interpretation of the handbook, the rule book, is being put on full display here, as
Taylor Bond.
That challenge didn't seem to be merited of a blue card, excuse me. Almost seemed like a situational blue card for the moment in time in the game that this is, but then to immediately review your own call, maybe that call should have been done in the first place.
Well, Shane's a great referee. We had a chat down on the floor. I'm not trying to in any way cast aspersions. I do believe, based on literally what I was told by the man, El Jefe de Jefes, that the Gontan return yellow card was incorrectly decided. And this, which again, we don't have a monitor, we can't see what you guys are seeing on the floor, but I'm hearing from one of our crew that they believe it's a non-contact foul there. So, even so, it's not even close to a hard enough contact away from the play compared to some other calls I thought would have been obvious blues earlier.
It's been a physical matchup this entire time, and there
Here comes
have
the
been
call
harder
from
calls.
Butler.
Now Bond has to make sure he doesn't get a yellow card.
And they're letting Bond out. They've wiped off the blue. And that's the right call for sure.
There's no penalty on the play. We have an embellishment warning to Utica.
San Diego because the embellishment.
And the restart to San Diego
for trying to convince, hey, where's my review?
Yeah, no kidding. So Gontan watches, and instead for the Utica player, embellishment is the decision. And hey, that's basically Shane saying, listen, I'm going to call what I see. I'm going to go look at the screen. Okay, turned out I got hoodwinked by the player. I'm going to erase it. So all I can say is well adjudicated.
Correct. I do like that motion there. And this is just going to fire up this matchup on both sides.
7:28 to go in what's been a very long sudden death because we've had all these stoppages. We've had 3 official stoppages. Giles crashing Morales. Giles still down. He needs to get back up. Gutierrez rolling to the back post. Morales was not on location. 7:15. Morales is hard to take the ball away from. 3 men in blue. And the third managed to do it, and then Pee Wee takes it away from him. Ortega battling along the penalty box wall against Ronaldinho. And then it's Oliveira coming in to try and win it. Oliveira, Pardo blocks it, takes it again, header goal! Utica City wins in overtime. And who created it? The new superstar of the Major Arena Soccer League. Kelvin Oliveira will be a problem for this league for time to come. And for the Sockers,
the goal is going to be under review.
Loss in their home goal, and they're going to review this play.
Play is currently under review.
Are you kidding me?
Right now, and
for what though?
More drama for this matchup here. Now everybody's instructed to go back into their respective boxes here.
Maybe for an attempted foul on Pee Wee. The elbow by Oliveira on Pee Wee. Having just watched that again, I don't know. I don't know that's enough to reverse the call and restart the game.
If there is contact, that may be enough to warrant a foul being called.
I think this match is over. The goal at 3:09 of sudden death. It would be a tough call to reverse. Because it's not a call being reversed, it's actually creating a call that was not called. Here comes the call. From Shane
To the
Butler.
goal, we have a foul for elbowing. Foul going out, no goal.
And they have taken the goal off the board. They have ended what was a Utica celebration, and they have turned it into live play once again. As Shane Butler's overtime, as it must be called, the official who has been the star of OT, with now 4 separate calls being made. And this one, inventing a call that was not whistled in the run of play, creating a foul where there was not one before. But as you watch the replay on Galazzo, was that enough? Was that enough? An elbow high to Ortega from behind.
And that's really that's taking exactly what we had mentioned. Was this a situational foul? No, that is a foul here in the first quarter or in overtime. And that's what Shane Butler decided here. But the Sockers have life.
I don't know about that one. Costa's shot saved. Morales and the Sockers, another chance at getting that second point out of the night. But they do not find the back of the net. Felipe charging in to try and win this loose ball. He does. Costa feeding in Juan Salazar. Down low, it's Morales for the win. He scores! And exulting is Frontwave Arena as history has been reversed. A loss has become a win. And the Sockers' sad opening has become joyous instead. What's fair is foul, and what's foul is fair. And the Sockers win it 6-5.
La Fortuna de Frontwave has smiled upon the San Diego Sockers tonight. Their first home victory in dramatic fashion. And who else than the newcomer, Luisito Morales, getting it in poste gol. Y es todo se acabó. San Diego takes this one tonight.
That's what happened, gang. That's what happened. Hey, I can hear you from here, Utica. I think maybe you need to watch MASL Under Review on Friday because Sigic has some splaining to do on this one. It looked like a Utica win. In these eyes of this broadcaster, that was not a foul to redecide a game. But that's what happened. A series of weird calls in the overtime. Weirder and weirder. And in the end, nothing weird about Luis Morales. Kid can pot the ball in the back of the net. He's got the touch. He's got 5 goals on the season. And the Sockers have a win and 2 points on the standings chart.
Absolute dynamite from Morales. And once again, to be able to go ahead and move forward and charge forward after so many different stoppages, changing into momentum, really coming back from the dead and coming in. We're going to go ahead and throw it down. For
downstairs
All
to
right,
Melissa
I am
May
here
with
with
the hero.
our star of the game, Luis Morales. Give it up for Luis! When you found out that you were being signed to the Sockers, what were your first impressions?
A lot of excitement knowing this atmosphere and how it gets like this. I'm blessed to be here.
Well, you not only got the first ever soccer's goal at Frontwave Arena, you also got a hat trick. How were you able to make that happen tonight? Because you were on fire.
All glory to God, and He was with me tonight, and I think all glory to Him.
Defensively, you were missing some players, and every player seemed to step up for you. What does that say about this soccer's team on both sides of the ball?
We're definitely here for each other. You know, we fight for one another, and if somebody comes out hurt, we got to step up and make sure we come out with the win.
Walk us through that golden goal, because I still have goosebumps.
I'm still jittery myself. I'm so anxious and stuff, so. But yeah.
Did you know it was going to go in?
I prayed it went in.
All right, welcome home, Luis. Thank you so much. Do you have anything you want to say to these amazing fans?
Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for welcoming me here.
It's the toughest part.
Back with you. Thank you, Melissa. Congratulations, Luis Morales. Tony and I are still chatting up here in the booth. I'll ask you the question on the air I just asked you off the air. If you are holding the whistle there and you have the monitor in front of you, do you reverse this game? Do you make that call and create a foul that was, again, not whistled? Create a foul to change the course of this match.
That's certainly a tough one, and I do have to say that if you are creating something out of nothing and really handing an opportunity, reviving a whole team, this game was done and set. The moment Utica scored, this game is done, and we move on, and it's a controversial call. Do I make that call? I personally would not, but again, it's the context of this being taken in consideration. That was a foul in the first quarter. If that's a contact and there's a foul in the second quarter, it has to be a foul in overtime. Much like the blue card to Bond, that was reversed after seemingly leaning into the moment, the high-intensity moment of that foul. Ultimately gets reversed, but it's tough, Craig. I cannot stay here and be completely comfortable to say the Sockers deserve to come back and have that second chance to win. It has to be tough if you're a Utica fan.
All right, we want to say thanks to our Emoda production team that made this broadcast possible tonight, starting with our producers, Chris Karcher and Terry Parrish, our technical director, Dan Patton, our director of photography, Andy Cupper, our air camera operators, Luis Cooper and Jim O'Donnell, audio engineers, Spencer White and Matt Sparrow, Kelly Hyatt, our replay operator, Larry Patton, graphics operator, and our ITZY drone team of Kygo, drone operator, and Caleb Karcher on support, Andrew Karcher and Gabe Pan on utilities. For Tony Sanchez, I'm Craig Elston, reminding you to rejoin us in Galazzo next Friday at 7:30 p.m. as the Sockers host the Tacoma Stars on Family Night. This has been a fun one and a controversial one, to say the least. Let the league chew on it. We've presented it to you. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. For Tony, I'm Craig. Final score tonight. First Utica won, then the ref took it away, then the Sockers won 6-5 in overtime. And now, so long from Oceanside. Honestly, Shane Butler spent the whole overtime saying,